that are still intact that are that size. So it's
There's a trend going on among millennial dog owners where they are glittering their dog's balls. They're putting I swear, yeah.
Oh my god.
Here's the article.
That's some kind of spell.
Oh, what's up, Watcher?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Michael the Slayer.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't even want to touch my boy's balls. So weird looking at it. Where'd you put it, Grim? Oh, I see it.
I'm sharing right now.
Holy crap. Oh my god.
Disturbing new trend sees dog owners putting glitter on their pooch's testicles.
Oh man, dude.
Jesus.
Oh, them poor guys.
Yeah, that's a messy job right there.
Yeah,
that whole number looks like it's scattered.
It's everywhere. Yeah, it's like they just like blasted it. They just got a can of spray paint and just started going at it.
It's supposed to look like a Christmas ornament?
I don't know, man.
It's the
This is
blowout.
weird.
You know what?
The glitter
Those dogs
blowout.
are the new glitterati.
Oh man, dude.
You know what though? These pictures are tactfully taken where there's no dog butthole. They cut the buttholes out of every picture. It's just right above at the top.
Right?
It's like on those Chinese sites, they sell dildos, but the tip is always blurred, right?
Just
It's
the
always
tip.
the tip. It's always the tip.
Oh man.
Holy
Learn
shit.
something new
So
every
how
day.
are you guys all doing tonight?
Wonderful. How are you?
Fantastic. This
Peachy.
is a rare treat. A hive. I haven't been to a hive in probably a year.
There hasn't been a hive in probably a year.
2 months in the week.
2 months.
Actually, 2 months in a week.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I listen to them, although not always. I guess that's a lie. I try to. Sometimes they get crazy. I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah,
That's
this
understandable.
Paul. Hi, Paul. Amanda, Culp fan, Adam, everyone in chat. Hello, Iowa.
Nice
So
shirt,
last
Jim.
year, yeah, totally. Thanks. This is an awesome shirt.
It's awesome.
Oh wait, I need
Yeah, I like
send
it
me
a
the
lot.
link to Jerry. Send me the link to the YouTube so I can see what's going on in chat.
All right.
Amanda needs to get up in here. I love me
Yes, she
some
does.
Amanda, and she's foul mouthed like me. This is like
Mhm.
And she's
sisterhood.
super hot.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's a babe.
Where are you sending it, Jerry? To Discord?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. Get over there.
Oh,
Yay.
Yeah, that's it. All right.
Cool.
All right. So the dog story.
The dog story?
Wait, let me get Amanda an invite. Yeah, the dog story. The Dead Tony story about the dog and balls and jerking off a dog.
Oh yeah.
It has to go back to, we have to explain what Leonidas saw on the road. And where was that, Texas? Or Afghanistan? I don't remember.
Oh, and that was Dallas.
In Dallas, okay. So.
Yeah.
What notes here?
Also in Dallas, they don't have exit signs. Like they have exit signs, but they don't have like the name of the road on it. So when you're trying to find your exit, it's like you have no idea where the fuck you're going. You just have to take a guess.
Oh, Amanda's going bedtime. I just saw that. Damn.
You
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
pretty late over
you
there.
wee lass, you.
Damn it.
So, Dead Tony used to work at Cook County Hospital, and he was a maintenance engineer. Basically, his father got him a job there because he was drunk and couldn't really get a job anywhere else. And he worked with a bunch of other people who were like him, who had been placed there for lack of better opportunities. All right. So he worked with a bunch of fuck ups. And one of these guys was named Dave. And Tony told me one time that he went over to pick up Dave. They were going to a ball game or something. Went to his apartment, and in his apartment he had a bunch of those life-size Barbie head dolls, like the makeup ones where you can do the hair and stuff.
Oh man. Like a man, like a
I could find pictures of it. It's
It's almost like a mannequin head that the hairstylists work on.
Wigs.
Yeah, but
Wigs on.
it's Barbie. Here, I got.
Watcher, I'm telling you, our cats are entangled, man. They both
I
show up on
know.
screen at the same time, and they look similar.
This thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's weird.
Oh my.
It's not. It's life size.
Oh, yeah,
If Barbie
yeah.
was real, or maybe I don't know. Anyway, the old
Oh,
ones though, from like the 70s.
Remember the my size Barbie? Oh, I'm derailing. Never mind. Continue.
No. I want the pictures. This is what I'm talking about. No, it's not. This is the one with the tray.
Wow.
All right, so he had a bunch of these vintage ones. Anyway, he had them in his apartment, like, and he was working on them and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So Tony's like, that was pretty weird. And he always told Tony he would fuck this hooker who was pregnant. And he only did her in the ass. And he got all the stories.
Dude.
Yeah, he just had like all these stories that were weird. Anyway.
Reminds me of Bad Santa.
In the basement of the hospital, there was some place that kept the dogs. I don't know if they were being experimented on or were strays or what, but there were dogs somewhere in there. And that Dave told Tony that he would jerk the dogs off every week in rotation to keep them happy.
Well, you got to keep them on a good cycle.
I
Did
guess.
you dip their balls in sparkles?
I
Sparkle
don't know. He was like the milkman for
Dude.
dogs.
I don't even know what to say to that. It's so gnarly.
It's just like these are the people that are out there. It's sicko mode.
Yeah, that's
It is
Yeah.
sicko mode, yes. Oh, good. Oh, yeah, it's fucked up times we live in. All these fucking politicians doing blackface back in the 80s. God damn them. Being so culturally insensitive.
You know what's the weirdest thing about that, though, is that it was in a yearbook.
I
I
know.
personally find that strange. Like, let's put this in the yearbook.
Well, and also because it wasn't even a problem back then. It was like I don't know. I have a feeling that
I agree.
they're gonna take away all joking and offensive humor and everything. It's just
no. Don't let them.
no, well, okay, yeah, you're right. There's no way that they can, but
Until they make memes illegal,
yeah,
like the EU.
yeah, dude. Yeah, if they ever ban memes, it's gonna be war.
It's fucking.
It's gonna be
coming.
complete war.
You know it's coming. I'm sure it's part of the new Green Deal.
Yeah,
No one can make fun of us.
the new Green Deal. Yeah, it might be in there somewhere. I'm hearing a lot of this stuff.
I'm not drinking my fucking urine. Say that right now.
I heard that
That's-
was fabricated on
yeah.
4chan just to
Yeah,
get a
that-
bunch of people to.
And then
To
hacked into
share.
her site. Apparently, they hacked.
Yeah,
They hacked the
something happened.
PDF and dropped. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? It's drama.
Wait, what did you hear was fabricated on 4chan?
The urine, the in the green, for men to recycle their urine by peeing in a jug and leaving it in the water or in the sun for 2 hours or something. They made this article that came out of the Green New Deal Act.
I'll send you a link to it.
Okay, because people do that. I mean, there's.
But this was a mandate, part of the law.
Yeah, it would be.
Oh, okay, I
slipped
get it.
into the bill.
Yeah.
Like all males must recycle. That's the way it's
geez.
written. It's funny.
Yeah.
To take an ease on the water treatment plants and stuff.
Oh no! Oh no!
But you know what else is in that thing? That piece of shit is guaranteed basic income.
What's funny is Tucker Carlson had a dude on that I guess he's AOC's advisor, and he was asking him about that, like, what's up with this? Like, people unwilling to work are gonna get paid, and I guess the dude like denied everything. He's like, that's not in there. He's going on, and like they're trying to claim that all this shit that people are sharing right now isn't in there. But yeah, I heard on OBDM today they played a long Tucker clip.
That definitely is in there. It's not called guaranteed basic income. It's like
They'll compensate people unwilling to work or something. That's the phrasing that I'm hearing.
I retweeted.
Yeah, but I heard Tim Pool talking about it on Joe Rogan too.
I know. I just don't remember. They used a really strange phrase. I don't care. Doesn't matter. She's a twit.
Yeah.
For basic income, you need to be sterilized. Cult
I
fan.
But
find
honestly,
her
yeah.
really difficult to listen to. She needs a translator with her at all
She's a
times.
fucking bartender.
But you know what? She's ambitious as fuck, and that scares the hell out of so many politicians right now. Because
And-
she is literally, she's like in there actually wanting to be a politician, where you have these career politicians that have been there for 40, 50 years. They don't give a fuck. They just collect their lobby money and just check out. And she
I
like wants
agree.
to do
I
it.
really like her moxie. I'm all down
Yeah.
with that. I'm down with her her passion for what
Mhm.
the conviction she's displaying and all that. It's just
That is awesome. She's got,
she's hard to translate though.
she's a
Sometimes
communist.
like, what did she just say? Like I have to piece things together, like rewind. Okay, what did she say?
What did she say? She was going to pull a train on Congress or something like that?
Oh, it's running a train on Congress or something like that. Yeah, it was something good.
It's admittedly too, it's really great to see new blood. I'm so tired of looking at people that are like in their 80s. This is not an ageist thing, but I do think that there's a time
Old
we should
white
just
men.
enjoy your retirement and get out at some point. Like maybe 75 should be a good cutoff. You know?
I think they should be forced to retire when Social Security pays off.
Yeah.
Right. I'm all for term limits.
But they're just going to keep raising that till you're dead before you reach it.
Mhm.
I remember when it was
No,
55.
one thing about AOC, I don't know if anybody saw that clip floating around where she was she basically just like laid it out in terms in front of Congress about how all the bribery and all the campaign donations and the corruption and all the bullshit behind that. Like that was a pretty good clip. Like I mean, that's I agreed with her on that one. Where I mean, it's insane the amount of money that these people can take, and then it's crazy.
Was
Like
it Nancy Pelosi's worth $18 million or something like that?
Yeah, on like 180 grand a year salary. Like, come on.
Yeah, they're shysters. This is what's so, this is again one of the reasons why I like some people saying let's look at this whole idea of being a career politician and what are they getting versus what they do versus. I actually would just like to see complete transparency in where taxes go. It would be awesome if you could.
On the it should be on a blockchain.
I was just
You
going to
guys
say.
have heard me rant about
Yeah, I've
this.
thought
Like,
about that before.
so I have to put in this much of my, this much tax money has to go towards, public work or, the collective. I want it to go here and I want to go to this department. Why can't we cut the middleman out?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
And you can see that it goes there towards the streets or arts or wherever. Rather than it sucked from you this way, it sucked from you that way. And you're getting taxed on all kinds of little things, down to entertainment and air intake and all this crazy stuff that's coming out now. Water rights from water pouring off of your roof.
Water porn?
Yeah, that's insane. And what's real fucked up is they're making it like illegal to give homeless people food. Like there's some cities that like that is crazy.
Yeah, that's like kiss my ass. Seriously, kiss my ass.
Yeah. No, you can't help that guy. I'm sorry, that's illegal. What?
Yeah, so there definitely needs to be a new way to navigate it without having gigantic government. Like I'm all about that less government thing.
Oh, absolutely.
And of course, we collectively need to take care of shit. Our infrastructure is a big deal. Like we should be having, all the money we all pay in taxes. We should have better streets. We have gigantic potholes here. They will suck your ass up.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It seems to be too complicated for humans. I think where's anything working outside of Iceland where they kick out the bankers and I mean, where is it working anywhere on the planet right now?
Mm-hmm. Well, what's going on with the yellow vests right now? That kind of just disappeared.
Vive la France.
Or I don't know if that's still going on every weekend. I'm sure it is.
Yes, it was the most severe weekend. It's been the most severe weekend so far. No one covers it except for We Are Change and people on the ground there. I love Luke at We Are Change. It gets so little coverage and it's massive. It's a gigantic movement. It's bringing people together on both sides that were formerly being torn apart for their differences. that have turned their gaze once again to the overlords and coming together from left and right. You know, it's awesome to see.
Before I
Macron
forget,
better be afraid.
he is.
Yeah, I really think so.
Before I forget, I wanted to mention I mentioned Pelosi's net worth, and now I wanted to say that I think we can determine what kind of shenanigans they're doing by examining what they're accusing Trump of doing.
Oh, okay, like a pot calling kettle situation.
Yeah, because as long as they're investigating that against Trump, it would never be thought of to think about investigating Democrats for, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But what about all this stuff that Trump has said, that we have all this video reel of these Democrats saying the same thing in the past and also voting for and wanting, like the fence on the border, they've including Obama and all of them.
There's
quotes Schumer, everybody doing it. Yeah, absolutely.
So from the past, I mean, it just seems like people want to hate Trump to hate Trump.
I was say, but they weren't Nazis. They weren't Nazis. Trump's a Nazi. That's the problem.
But see, that's the thing. They're the Nazis.
Yep.
Right, because this is an inversion in the end.
Right. Everything they're accusing Trump of the Democrats are guilty of.
Mm-hmm.
And Trump may or may not be. I have no idea. Doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter. They're going to get him out of office regardless of what the truth is.
Yep.
Because they've said it long enough now, and they've investigated it long enough now that it must be true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you go to like the average person who just watches, you know, like their Lear Foundation news every night. Like that's what they're gonna repeat this.
Have you seen the ticket on how much this investigation's cost so far? It's
like $10 or $15 million, something like that.
It's
probably more than what the wall would have cost.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything. It's just a ridiculous, absurd amount of money for this nonsense.
Oh yeah, I guarantee Mueller's probably just going on vacation every week. He's just living the life, just collecting that check,
like making that bank.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's annoying. It's all really annoying. I mean, this is more than I usually talk about politics, but it's so absurd. In the end though, what do y'all think's what's the real play here? What is this? What's going on really? Because this is all a pony show.
Nazi takeover. This is like the culmination of Operation Paperclip. All the 1,500 Nazis that were brought in.
And the von Braun stuff.
And they've gotten in, they own the Democratic Party, and they're taking over. They've conditioned everyone enough to believe that government's so broken that we need to go communist or socialist, whatever. You know,
it can never work.
I know.
Well, the alien invasion stuff has never been set up so well as it is right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, our sound effects are here.
What's up, James?
James has to have entered the room.
Let's welcome Trisha too. Hi, Trisha. How's it going?
Wait, I can't even see
Hello.
Hey, Trish.
Hi, Trish.
Everyone's here.
Hello, Trish. Thank you for joining us. Great to see you again.
Yeah, good seeing you. It's been a long time.
Trisha, you look fabulous.
I was going to say, love your hair.
Thank you, Nish.
It's been a minute since I've seen you. You look fabulous. Have you lost weight?
Don't think so, but
girl, you're looking super glam.
Maybe
I don't know what it is. It could be just the lighting. I mean, you always look fabulous, but you're serving it tonight.
Well, I have maybe it's my vibes are probably higher because I've not really been on YouTube. I've been doing all my stuff on Facebook, and it's been a lot better.
Nobody's stealing your energy on Facebook.
No, I'm not getting trolled.
Oh man, hallelujah to that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's all good.
Who else? And James just came in.
Hi,
James.
Who are you fighting with currently, Trish?
I don't know that gentleman.
Watcher.
Watcher.
You can call him
the mustache.
You can just call him Stash.
Yes.
This thing runs the show.
Mr. Big Mustache. Yeah.
You better watch out, Mr. Watcher. Love a duster at 70s night up in here.
He's got a wide angle.
Mustache ride.
No, she's got the wide angle tickler.
I know the tickler. Yes. Yes. That's the 70s variety. 70s variety for when girls didn't shave.
Whoa.
Fuck yeah. It's like a Johnny Wad stash.
That was the wrong button.
Well, we are off to the races, James.
We're getting off to the races, dude. Yeah.
My cat actually attacked my son earlier because he came home with this hood up, like the fake fur, like Parker.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't know been to his girlfriend's who's got 2 dogs who must smell of dog, and I was on Facebook Live and she actually went for him. Like, I think she must have thought he was a dog or something. It's crazy.
Oh, man. Sounds scary to me.
And as soon as he put his hood down, it was fine. Weird. So I think he thought he was a dog.
That's weird. It's kind of weird.
She completely, and it's on camera, so I'll have to watch it back because I just heard this clatter like behind me as he came in. So yeah. Interesting. She acts very strict, like my bodyguard when I'm on live.
Who's thrusting?
Lots of thrusting.
Can you guys see my picture on my
Free the skeleton?
Yeah. For people who don't know, it's a shirt I bought recently on T-Fury. It's a great, it's amazing. I don't understand why I think it's fantastic because it's disturbing. But it
is great. I noticed it on the Nox Mente this week.
That's the shirt there is the shirt you're wearing.
No.
No, this is on the shirt. Okay.
My shirt's called, this is called Red Cup. If you can see it.
Sweet. I like that.
It was 3 or 4 years ago when Starbucks had a, you know how Starbucks at the holidays, they have the red cups. They were coming out earlier and earlier, and then they started coming out like, I think it was right at Thanksgiving, or before Thanksgiving even, when it used to be just around Christmas time. Anyway, a bunch of people protested. They didn't like the red cups. Blah, blah, blah. You know how people are. Protesting bullshit stuff that doesn't matter. But anyway, this artist drew this picture in protest of them protesting
nice
the red cups. And so the image is called Red Cup, and it's got the Beetlejuice serpents, and then there's like probably a sigil on here somewhere. Pentacle. I love it. I wear it all the time.
Yeah, it's awesome. I like it a lot.
It's definitely when you get double takes on. Or not. A lot of people down here. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was having a bit of a rant earlier about the system in the UK. We've seen a classic example this week of, I follow these paedophile hunting groups in the UK. Okay, well, one of the biggest, the most popular teams they catch a lot of people, and they do it all professionally. West Yorkshire Police, who have had police members for having child porn, and they've been arrested recently. They've had this whole operation set up. They've just arrested 5 members of the most popular teams. They've gone for people that are the most popular, got the most followers, got the most, probably the best record. It's like them trying to make an example of them. And they're in court on the beginning of March, and it was called Operation Belmont or something like that, something that's similar to that. So they've got it all arranged, and it was from last year, like August last year. This what they're supposed to be doing wrong.
Ongoing investigation, basically.
Yeah.
They finally they're wrapping people up, or
and they say that hand these chat logs over to us, we'll deal with it, and they sit with it for 8 months and do nothing. And their own members of their own force are being done for paedophilia, and they've just arrested. It's crazy.
I'm so glad all of this is coming to the surface.
Yeah,
With
and
the human trafficking, the pedophilia, all of it. It's been needing to come out for a long time. People have been basically gang stalked before the internet was on and shut up, and it was a taboo subject. You couldn't mention it. You were crazy if you talked about it. and especially in the strip circles,
but
you
they've
know,
they've
girls could talk
normalized
about
it.
it.
They've kind of normalized it in media.
But that's good. It's now normal people are actually hearing about it where they had a bias where they couldn't believe that it actually exists and happens. And so
people still don't believe the priests are raping kids.
Well, yeah, that's a tough part because then you have, like in America, we have the football, not soccer, but like football, and the Jerry Sandusky scandal in Penn State. When that exploded, dude, then men were able to, like, you know, raise their hand a little bit more. Granted, men were probably raising their hand a lot, but in silence, you know, like a little more secretive about it. But when you have this like big time college football program, and then you hear even more and more at other institutions of the same caliber where the same thing's happening, obviously this shit is rampant. You know, it's always been back to Jerry's point with the church. Yeah, and like if you link it all together, it's everywhere. It's always been everywhere, and now there's and then you're saying make it more vocal. So it's out there now for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What's really creepy is these stories of like CPS are taking kids and putting them into trafficking organizations.
Yeah,
if that's true. Jeez.
I've known so many girls in the sex industry, like strippers and stuff, that these stories are real and true. And they get used up really fast and then they get laid, you know, they get into this lifestyle. There's one of my friends, her sister had that story behind her. And so they hadn't talked for a long time. I'm just not going to mention names. But her sister, so they were estranged, and then her sister came out of the blue. This is a girl I went to college with, and her sister just came out of the blue and started texting her, "Meet me in Vegas," blah blah blah. And then her friends all around her were adding her on Facebook, and she knew this wasn't good, and she knew her sister was a stripper, and it came out that the guy that was running this ring was they're calling it a trap a bitch. And so what they do, one of the girls got it is like, if you can't trap a bitch, they were making jokes about this.
Okay.
So
wow.
They get their friends or their siblings to come out and hang out and have a real good time, and then they drug them and they get them into these are the better stories. They get them into the situation and lifestyle and hooked on drugs. And then, you know, it's just a downhill story from there. But it was like firsthand. I'm like, girl, you need to be really weary of this. And then she decided not to go, all this started coming up, and she somehow got access to, I think her friend keyloggered there was like all this stuff came out where the guy leading this was like, you need, trap her. You got to trap a bitch, get her here, and then we'll take it from there. And all that came out. And that's the surface. Then we're not even talking about people that are born into it, in caves, moved around from house to house, in cages.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Giving birth. And so these people are even unseen.
Yeah.
You don't make like the outer, like the outer sex circuitry at all. This is all underworld shit.
I heard today that something about, I don't know if Trump just said it or he's signing a bill where he's not going to be providing aid to countries that don't have like strict human trafficking laws. Like he's just going to cut them off until they get their shit together.
Fucking great. Yeah.
Which, dude,
how can you not love that?
Yeah,
that's great. Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I get really impassioned.
It's humanity. Well, human rights. I mean,
it is a basic.
That's the first thing ever.
Right. You have people getting their fucking lives taken away like that, and then there's other people here if you don't call them the right fucking pronoun. Like, it's just ridiculous. Just so ridiculous.
It's out of perspective. Again, this is inversion. But at least this is now, like I'm ranting about it. At least people are hearing it. It's made comedy streams and all of that. So it's not taboo anymore.
Right. That's how I was kind of relating. Same thing. It's like even in a guy men's culture of silence. Now they can even talk about it more and more. And then you got all. I mean, you always had like if you want to go more famous shit, like you always had those like few Hollywood people saying shit, but nobody was ever believing them. Like. And then I mean, I think we all know how shady that industry is,
Oh, fuck yeah.
in that how rampant it is there, and even in politics. I think that's
Hollywood's the epicenter, man.
yeah, and in politics too, dude. Like it's like you did something with they got you on film back in '86 with some kid, something, like, and now you're like their puppet for the rest of their lives, like.
Yeah.
So that's pretty crazy.
Nish, in America, I don't know if you don't hit, but it's been brought to the surface in the UK that human trafficking is also going on in nail salons in the UK.
Nail salons.
Holy crap! Tell us more about that,
Whoa,
Trish.
yeah.
Yeah, they've found there's a lot of Vietnamese, it turns out to be, girls and salon owners, and what they're doing is they're bringing these girls. I watched a really good documentary where they actually they got a new law made. I can't remember the ins and outs, but it was like groundbreaking. And they're bringing these girls over that were claiming they were 15. Some of them, they didn't know their ages. Some of them were older, some were younger. And they were getting these girls to work at the salon for basically nothing, for a roof over their heads. So they worked all day in the salons with the promise of a roof over the head, and they're feeding them. And they were just using them, and it was part of sex trafficking as well. And they'd be moved around. They didn't have a choice. And this man and woman did go to prison, and the woman had a 16-year-old daughter at home, was living in absolute luxury, and these girls just been, it was behind the persona of they were nail technicians, but little did they know that they weren't being paid. They were just been moved about, and obviously other things.
Yeah, it's atrocious what, especially not a stereotype, but in a lot of the Asian cultures, like you see moving through Chinatowns and stuff, this indenturement of getting here and then never being able to pay that debt off, and you're at the mercy of these people who own you, which basically throw you into these rackets, usually sex, but there's other stuff that goes on too. I'm sure there's a big snuff market. Imagine when they get too old.
Huge.
Right. So if you're
Mhm.
not birthing, if you're not in like a breeding program, then there's these other very dark and nefarious avenues.
And they
It's
had
even
teddy bears, weirdly stuffed full of money, like £40,000 in a teddy bear at a time, which is a bit interesting.
That just reminds me of Build-A-Bear.
Oh, man.
Jesus.
They were stuffed with money, and that's where they were hiding all this cash, let's say, in their
I
business.
found an article about that, of what you're just talking about a little bit. Since 2016, there's more beauty and grooming salons opening in the UK than any other independent business. So the latest figure from then till now, it's like the average woman has like 10 pedicures a year and spends like €994, per, and whatever, per year. And then now there's like this increase in men. So like, and it's at like €779 a year. So they're like, you could tell right there, dude. Yeah, there's some shady shit going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know about America, but men are getting. I mean, I think it's good.
I mean, yeah, guys can get a pedicure. I know that, but
I think it's good that men have grooming and the beard
yeah,
trimmed and all that. But yeah, as long as
it's like an anti-slavery partnership law that they're doing over there for sure. Yeah, it's like partners from law enforcement and other agencies. Yeah, they kind of come together and track down these people for trying to pull this off. Dude, there's one stat here. It's like there's 40 million like slaves worldwide still now.
wow. That's a lot.
40 million.
I'm sure that's low.
And yet you can't say it.
Dude,
You
yeah.
know,
But the word slave has been so co-opted
Yeah.
to past deeds that it's
Well, it's like unclear what those levels of slavery is. It could be a kid working in a shoe factory, you know, like
yeah, but we're in the case of what we're talking about
minors
here,
don't
this
count.
is real
Slave labor.
hardcore
Yeah.
slavery,
Yeah.
as hardcore as
Yeah.
it ever has been anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
We're all
And you-
slaves to the system.
No doubt. Yeah.
Damn.
It's
Yeah.
so sad.
Every single one of us.
2018, this is still going on.
Yeah, we don't live in that world, dude. And it's a thank God. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's crazy.
Well, I know when I was a young runaway with a fake ID. And of course, inevitably, you find yourself stripping at some point. And so I was totally underage, completely underage. And I'm a life path 1. Come on and work me, try me. Like if I'm not in charge, and I don't know. I've been
God.
fortunate not to have crazy, super bad things happen. I've been around some. And it was very enlightening to see how I like control too, so I never got really hopped up on drugs. And so it was just enlightening to see what was happening with who. I mean, clearly I was a Lolita at this time. I was a young teen. And so, but I always felt in control, and I didn't do anything but strip. So I didn't have an issue. I was completely unconscious to the fact that the girls that were highly controlled, I didn't know how to process it. It took me years to actually understand what was going on. And this was a very brief period for me, and one I'm glad I had. Certainly, Igor needed the airtime.
So wait. So you're
Igor's
basically
what I call my pussy, everyone, just so you know.
I bet there wasn't many
What'd you say, Trish?
I bet there wasn't many number ones getting, like, you'd be more independent and
Yeah.
stronger. I bet maybe the 269 were the ones that were more open to getting controlled more, I would say.
Yeah, it was interesting to see the people I saw that seemed really controlled or manipulated at that time. I know tons of I'm in Portland, so it's like stripper capital over here. And I know tons of strippers here.
Stripping for weed, yeah.
Just like it's like glamorous. It's like a glamour job here.
Yeah.
And so the people I noticed that were really questionable looking back, and then of course being here in Portland, are always the ones that are fucked up on drugs. And now I know that it's not really them they're getting shot up beforehand. They're completely controlled, mind controlled, and then also with drugs, they're getting shot up. They're in the system, and there's nothing you can do. They've been conditioned to tell the for lack of a better word, the pimps or the people controlling them, and that's a hard wall to crack. If you try to approach that, you better have some power behind you, because they'll come for you. These people are no joke. These are real mob type people.
I would have started that because I'm just no good at anything like that.
For me, it was great. It was like my Lolita phase was awesome. I was like the movie Betty Blue. It was crazy, like that Betty in that movie. And I had been so constrained, like I'd made I finally got out of the situation I was living in, and I was going to be in control, and I was running the show. And it was awesome. I loved it. Again, I didn't do anything I didn't want to do. Right. So nothing like that befell me. I never was. I was, when I was a bartender in Chicago, one of the other bartenders and I went and hung out with these people, and we saw that they were roofied our drinks at this after hours party, and we got the hell out of there. It was like, oh man, Tanya, let's go. So, to my knowledge, I've never had even been roofied. I just don't put myself in those situations. I'm not really high risk. I know I seem kind of wild. Not anymore. This is so long ago, but I did seem wild. I was put in wild situations and still I maintain control. Which is why death will be hard for me because I'm a control freak. This is a true thing. I'm like, death is not coming.
I agree with that. Scares me.
We're gonna dance here, baby. We're gonna dance, and I'm leading.
You and Igor.
Yeah, right. Igor is closed for business. Igor is a proper snapper.
Nice.
Like,
Name for that, Miss.
That's my dark humor. I'm just so funny like that.
That's just what it is. Yeah.
It is. Well, I have, there's like all these types of labia, and I have like an uneven labia. So one side is a little bit larger. One side is so Lolita and pretty, and then one side's like the lower pouty lip on the side. So
an overbite.
And so it was my doing. I thought it was. I still think it's hilarious. I'm not.
Well, I love you'll say the things that I would.
I don't care about making fun of myself. It's too funny. It trips people out. I think it's actually scared back in my younger days when I was a little more wild too. I think it scared people. I'm like, are you ready to meet Igor? There's gonna be an Igor sighting tonight. Oh yeah.
I saw him, and then he flapped away in the night.
Right, it made a flapping noise.
Flap, 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 like gargoyles.
The Mothman is really Igor.
Oh my god!
Is that why it's so angry?
Town near you.
Coming to a town near you.
It's a chewy, delicious treat. That's all. That's all that means.
It's an omen to disaster.
Fucking meat mountains.
So this is a classic hive. We started with dog nuts. We're talking about
glitter.
Or milking dogs.
Was that before we started or after?
But it's
I
cat
don't know. I think it lingered into after we started though. When you were showing.
Did everybody get to see the glittery dog balls?
Here, I'll share screen because when you share screen, it makes
glitter balls.
it purple, Jer. We'll do glitter balls.
Anyone ever seen the Big Book of Pussies? It's great.
Oh man, dude!
I'll have to show you guys sometime.
Are you on the 7-day challenge?
Yeah. This. Well, I'm done now. I was going to put it up, but it's just all pussies. So.
Oh wait, Michael! I had to identify that voice. I didn't realize it says you. Yeah, you're done.
You doxed him.
Oops.
Yeah, you just dox him. Edit that out in real time, Jer.
I know. Sorry.
Fuck, like he cares.
It's all good. Don't worry.
No, but wouldn't that be great in the mix of the 7-day book challenge?
Oh man, I was tempted. I really was.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Right? That's a slap job right there.
It's the gold one, guys. Yeah. It's the gold one here that just looks wrong.
What is this? Look at what else they did to this poor dog. Look at the ears and the face.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, they've done that poor poodle wrong. That shatting look, though.
Do they have a big box of fucking glitter and they dip them in it?
Dude, I don't know how
it's
done.
Is it Elmer's glue that sticks it, or like dog cum?
Oh wait! Done using corn syrup and edible glue.
Edible glitter. Right, so they're making diabetic.
Sweet balls.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's just sugary. They're just gonna, the dog. You're gonna have to put a cone on their head. You have to.
Wonder why dogs are always sniffing each other's ass. It's like corn syrup.
It is corn syrup. It's not like corn syrup.
It is corn syrup.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right. That's only going to entice other dogs to be when they're smelling each other's arses. Like, oh, what's this?
They're gonna make a dog centipede, canine centipede.
It's candy coated, baby. Candy coated.
And if I can imagine that the edible glitter will likely have sugar alcohols in it instead of like real sugar, so the dogs will get gas. And unbelievable anal
Like
leakage
farts.
from it.
Then they'll be farting these dusts of glitter. Poof, like
Right? It looks like that gold one already did have that
Yeah,
Yeah,
happen.
yeah, blowout.
that
That's
There's
dog
what,
looks
total
so
blowout
bad.
mode.
that's why I
That's not
wanted to
good.
know if they dipped them or padded
That
it
is-
on.
I got kicked out of Zoom on. I think it blew my phone.
It blew my phone.
Glitter dog balls blow her phone at
Oh,
11.
man.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab that book.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it cats or real snatches?
Nothing but blue waffles.
Blue waffles.
It was funny. I posted the show link in Twitter, and then right when I posted it, I saw a tweet from Red Pill Junkie. It was something about a pussy, and then it was more hula hoops and pussy. And what it was like a girl doing this like hula hoop in the dark with like this light up hula hoop, and then all of a sudden this like her cat like comes right in front of the fucking camera. Like she's like way far in the background, and all of a sudden like there's this cat's head that's like meow. Like had to see it.
Had to see it.
Well, I shared it to Facebook, so it's going to be interesting if any of my friends watch this.
I know. I'm sorry. I always bring the filth. It's every
The
time I'm on here.
filth.
This is where I let it, this is where I actually let my fans down.
Literally.
Watch out. I thought I saw Big Bertha.
There you go. There you go.
We need to see if there's going to be any Mothman sightings tonight somewhere.
That's right. It's
can't-
Igor.
Speaking of, there's been a couple in Indiana.
New
Yeah,
ones?
down by is it by Bloomington or something down there?
There was one up by you, and there was another one recently. I saw a post about. So they're popping up. They're spreading from Chicago. They're spreading south.
We should go.
Real
Fucking,
estate.
we should go fucking
I'm
hunt that
coming
thing.
for you, baby.
I
I'm
hope
coming.
so. Wait and see.
Why don't we go
Yes.
hunt it?
you better hunker down. Oh wait. Oh, so Watcher's got the book. I'm going full screen.
I got the book. Yeah. So here's the cover.
Oh, okay. It's the
quite
vaginas.
nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
We're talking
It's not
pussies.
cats. Yeah.
And what's the actual name
So-
of this book?
The Big Book of Pussies.
Oh, I love it.
I don't know how much of this is
Right here.
actually okay to stream. So
Oh, that's
Well,
you
we're
I'll
kind
just explain it to you.
I know
Bunch of
it's
bird jack-
anatomical and all, but still.
So there's you can play a game where you just see the faces, and then you got to guess what the pussies look
It's like a match game.
oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Jesus.
Man. when you
There's
get
one.
good enough
is-
at it,
This
do
is
like a
the
guest
thing.
do
We're
it.
You
all
can tell, you
different.
get pretty good. It's
I
pretty
can't
cool.
see that.
See, this is what's awesome is we're all different, and that kind of
Yeah.
thing really lets you know.
Oh, it's pretty amazing.
But it's the same with men, though. Men's dicks are all different, aren't they? They're not all the same.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh totally. And that's what is
You
fascinating
can find
about
out right now. Hold on one sec.
Yeah, we don't
Right. All right. Everyone that's on can.
Yeah.
get them out.
You ever play chat roulette? Yeah.
Then start taking his top off again.
It's too cold, man. It's like fucking 18 degrees out there today.
Trisha,
Yeah.
that was my
Oh.
favorite hive or whatever they were doing ever when they were all in their topless. And Jerry's
Yeah.
like, look at my bitch tits when I lay back. Sit back.
That's right. I'm fucking meatloaf.
Dude. Oh my God. That was the funniest stuff. All of you were hilarious.
That's
Oh,
like, if
that
my
was.
son walks in right now, he's going to wonder, like, what the hell are you doing, mother?
Mhm.
That video is back in the archives. No, but
Yeah, go back and find that shit.
What is it called, Jerry?
it's
It's
like a
so great.
Thursday shirtless Thursday hangout. I'll find a
Oh,
link. I'll find it.
And that is seriously, it's gold. It is gold. Makes me laugh so hard. You guys. Oh, failed, my love. How are you?
Failed made it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
look
He's
at
in
it.
a
We got
truck.
failed up in
All
here.
the stars.
Of course he's in the truck.
Just driving.
We've got 2 Canadians in the house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure. Man, you're double doxing him. You're just let's give away his location, his
More
name.
than that.
Take off,
No,
eh?
Phil always talks about
Holy
Asian.
shit!
Oh, there's another.
Graham's here
Yeah,
too.
Graham's here. What's up,
There's
Graham?
three. Albertans, actually.
3
Yeah,
Canadians.
that's
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
Albertans.
Canada's huge.
Alberta.
And it's
It's
weird that all three of you are in the same province for how huge it is.
Pretty
Oh,
close.
who's stopping
Yeah, that
now?
is pretty weird. Yeah.
Look, Canadians in the chat. I failed.
Oh,
Yeah,
This is like a family reunion. This is great.
I think everybody, yeah.
We need Suzanne in here and we round this bitch
Yeah.
out.
yeah.
Right? We need Suzanne here.
Her headphones are broken.
She's in the chat.
In the chat.
Anton's Canadian. That's 4. Hi, Shannon. Oh, yeah. By the way, titties and ass.
What's this about TNA?
It's a secret message for someone.
Okay. Yeah, it's like
Well,
it's
failed.
like the
Is he
D&D.
a new fan? Is Laurie?
What's
or
up,
what?
everybody? I'm gonna
What?
mute the whole time. You're gonna get lots of truck.
You in your truck with the padded
Truck
ceiling?
noise.
Oh, he's got. I recognise the padded ceiling. That is truck.
Let's hope.
No, that's his pleasure palace.
He's just pretending he's driving a truck right now.
That's the back of the. That's the
He's
back
in
of
the
the
back of a
cab.
nail salon right now.
Right, or some sort of Jack Shack. Something like that.
That's the back of the cab, right? That's the shaggin' wagon.
You should have called this the trucker edition, Jer, with our potty mouths. Mine. I
Mother
should-
trucker.
I'm the worst one here. If Amanda were in here, it would, it'd be full on.
Trucker, sicko mode. What's the difference?
Yeah, what was the title? Sicko something? What was the.
Sicko
Sicko
mode.
mode.
Sicko mode.
It's like when you go when you go crazy.
I'm like so British, so some of the stuff probably means something different.
I looked it up, and it's basically. So I guess there's a song called Sicko Mode.
On this, watching this pussy cat behind him. I was going to say something else, and his pussy's behind him.
Can you smell that pussy behind you?
That is a beautiful pussy. That's my favorite color.
I'm not going to say pussy.
Oh man, on that old British show, they always said pussy on Are You Being Served? I love that show so much. Oh man, that's one of the funniest.
She was talking about her pussy. Miss, oh God, what's she
Trisha, it's the best with your accent. It is.
Yeah. Yep.
It just doesn't sound dirty.
I used to watch How You've Been Served, and I can't remember. Was it Miss Atherton or something?
Yes, the one the wild one with the like the big wig.
Yeah, wasn't she the old lady? Oldish lady.
She was my favorite. Well, I love the gay one. I don't know if he was like openly gay then. It was so obvious, but I don't know what the rules were in society then.
Yeah, he was gay in real life. Yeah, he was Raven. Yeah.
He's hilarious in that. It's so funny.
Yeah.
What's Jerry doing? Is this Jerry doing this?
Sicko mode.
Yeah, this is the. Someone asked me what does sicko mode mean.
My cat is behind me.
Yeah, I saw her.
And I looked up the definition, and there it is. But she doesn't care now. How did my thing lock up? Motherfucker.
This is good for me.
Oh, Jerry's not even in here anymore.
Oh, Jerry
they
done
crashed
left
on
the
him.
damn show.
And now the show's recording?
My computer.
What's going on? Wild.
My computer went. My computer went to sicko mode.
It went
Oh,
sicko
your
mode.
computer
Yeah.
went sicko mode. Okay.
Zoom crashed.
Oh,
Because I'm on the other monitor. It's a long story.
A lot
Wait,
going on.
we're on Zoom though. It didn't crash on my end.
Nope.
No, it's just
No,
Jerry's.
no, yeah. So everyone,
Okay.
so whatever y'all said, nobody heard.
Oh, okay.
Or like while I was gone.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was just mentioning, I'm like, the YouTube screen was purple, and then, yeah.
Cool.
So you're gone.
I've got a question for you guys. Nish will probably know this, so she's like, do any of you guys know what this is?
It's an egg. It's a
Is
Kegel
that one of
exerciser.
those, God, that's what I was just gonna say. One of those Gwyneth Paltrow eggs that you stick in your pussy.
Uh-huh.
It's a Kegel exerciser.
That's a pleasure device, baby.
It's a
It's
it's a Benoit egg.
I actually can't see it, Trish. I'm having a hard time. It looks to me like a rose quartz.
My mom used to sell sex toys.
No.
It's a pink. It's a Himalayan pink salt butt plug.
That
it's
explains.
a prosthetic,
Nice.
a prosthetic testicle.
Mm,
You're probably closer because it's witchy.
it's an eraser.
Okay. Oh, is that an IUD? Like a what is that?
Is it an
like,
insertable of any
that's
kind?
what
Is
I
it the
mean.
sponge?
Is
The
it
sponge, like
a
that episode of
new-
Seinfeld where Elaine really wanted to get the sponge.
Sponge worthy or not?
Contraceptives.
I honestly, Trisha, don't know what that is.
It's really something quite innocent, but I was just curious what you guys are going to say. It's amazing. It's
Oh,
amazing.
see, yeah, I don't wear foundation or powders. That's why I didn't know. That's why my mind went naughty. It looked like a fun
Yeah.
egg.
I posted a picture of it before, and everybody went not rude. Like nobody got it. Not the guy.
When not.
I do like its form.
Wait, what, so
and
what is it?
It's for make. It's a makeup.
It's like a
sponge.
blender.
It's
Yeah.
sponge. Okay.
It's a sponge.
Speaking of naughty, did y'all see the article I posted about the couple having sex outdoors in Bigfoot costumes that got shot?
Yes,
Got shot. Hunters.
What?
And they're from Ohio, by the way. Go
Rewind.
figure.
Wow.
That's in Ohio.
Yes. So
James, that's up in your neck. of
It
the
wasn't me.
woods.
I'm all good. I haven't been shot.
43-year-old Chris Mumford and 41-year-old Janet Smith wearing disguises and engaging in loud sex in a wooded area a few miles out of the Woodsfield when they were spotted by local hunters.
Holy shit!
It looked like a couple gorillas mating like crazy. They were standing over 6 feet tall.
Let's shoot him.
They kept howling and moaning. They really looked like wild creatures.
that's the realism in the furry world. That's like,
There's a new film.
if they would have been green or something, you got to watch out. They needed their hunter vests on, the bright orange vests.
Yeah.
So Mr. Burns and his son were convinced that they were facing a couple of Sasquatches.
Of course.
A quote, "I know there aren't any apes around here, but this is Bigfoot territory. We really thought this was our chance to kill one.
Dude,
Finally prove they exist."
Wow.
Take a shot.
There you go, Leo. Material for a new film.
I don't even know what to say about that. It's crazy. Ohio's crazy like that.
They clashy.
Yeah.
Ohio.
I love Ohio. There's some crazy. Ohio's got like its own
The
little
spirits
situation.
are spirits are getting wilder over there.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Uh-huh.
So what happened? Did they live? Did they get, they okay?
Yeah, what's
I'm
the
worried
rest
about
of
Really, I
the
think
story?
okay, so
I thought they died. No.
No, they didn't die.
all right, okay, let me finish it. All right, so the two men fired 8 shots,
Oh my god.
hitting Mr. Mumford 3 times in the shoulder, the leg, and the abdomen, and hitting Miss Smith twice in the thigh and the forearm. Fortunately, the couple started screaming and swearing after getting shot, helping the hunters realize their mistake and calling
That
on
Bigfoot just fucking swear at me.
Right?
Exactly. We found one of them talking Bigfoots. Get it?
So they're fine. They live, and then the county sheriff's office has opened an investigation to determine the exact circumstances. What they're actually doing is laughing their ass off in the office.
Yeah.
Despite this unfortunate accident, Jared Burns remains convinced that Sasquatches exist. Says he won't hesitate to kill it if he sees a real one.
Oh jeez.
And
Well,
he's
no,
all
yeah,
about taking
and they
shots,
wonder why Sasquatch doesn't want to be seen. Come on, now.
right? Why he has to use that blur technology? Like, you figure when they look through the scope, they wouldn't have been able to see him. Didn't somebody say that in Discord? Like, he would have been blurry. They should have known.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
blur-
That's the first clue. The first
that's way too clear. Man, it's crazy.
That's wild. It's hard to parse out. Like, so I wonder if I'm just riffing off of this, but is there, for me immediately, I just think I don't care what the suit is whatever it is, it's still the furry world to me, even if it's a Sasquatch. So, but I bet that's a subcategory,
Well,
right? Who's
Yes.
trilling?
Someone posted some Squatch porn the other day in the
That's
Discord.
probably Jerry, I think.
Jer,
Yeah,
of course.
It's
I think you
rude.
saw it coming.
It's like S&M Bigfoot, like the Bigfoot Dominator, dominatrix.
Dominate.
Not dominatrix, but they're like, they tie the women up. They got ball gags on. It's funny.
Failed went full blown Antifa. We gotta watch that, guys.
Fascist, you're a fascist.
He's gonna punch us all Nazis.
Are you a fireman now?
Oh, speaking of, look at Feld's ready to get his role play on.
Mm.
Come
you-
on, Daddy.
Outside in the cold.
Come on, Daddy, with that hard hat.
How cold is it?
It's like minus 40 Fahrenheit.
Oof.
Nice.
Oofta.
40 is 40 Celsius as well, isn't it?
Do you have a dick at
Yeah.
40? I mean, doesn't it go up in the body too?
It's gone.
Shrinkage. It's shrinkage.
Turtles.
That's like even the mushroom head pops in. You know, like
It's just hair.
I'm pretty sure you could
What's
see
on the
Feld in the
scope?
Book of Vaginas.
yes. That would be awesome with this face to go
Just
with it.
Feld
though.
sitting there
Just-
smiling.
right, with
And then
the hard hat.
his whole dick is just sucked in his body. Oh, love it.
Man, that's awesome.
All right. I
Speaking
gotta
of vaginas,
Bye, Feld. Love
Bye,
you, buddy.
Feld. We
Stay
love
warm.
you.
Breathe outside in that freezing cold. That is
I have
just
another
like-
article. Woman accused of stealing
Antifa
a
power
pumpkin
zone.
and hiding it in her vagina.
He's Canadian.
Would she hide?
What did she steal?
Sorry,
She
Leo.
she stole a pumpkin and hid it in her vagina.
Oh, a pumpkin. Like, are we talking one of those mini,
Yes.
those mini pumpkins, or like an 8-pound, 10-pound
Can
pumpkin?
you guess which state this article?
Ohio.
Tennessee.
Is this
Florida.
Ohio?
No.
Wait,
Is it Florida?
Mississippi.
Yes.
Okay, so think about this though. Even those little pumpkins, those are big.
All right,
Yeah.
so this was like so she was arrested this morning in Greenville, Mississippi after trying to steal a
Wait, I got a hot text coming.
15-pound pumpkin from the supermarket by inserting the large squash in her vaginal cavity.
Wow. Who wants to do that?
I think there's better ways to steal a
The
pumpkin.
security guard who intercepted Miss Smith, his quote, here's a quote from him. My colleague suddenly went pale and started muttering something she can't have. That's impossible. After a few seconds, I understood what he was thinking, and I instantly felt very nauseous.
Oh,
Stay hard, girl. That's
So-
all I can say. Damn.
I wonder if she had one of those like those oversized like dresses.
I'd let her get away with it. That's impressive.
Yeah, exactly.
Down.
Like, you win. You won the
Yeah.
prize.
You get a tip.
You
That's
you get a free pumpkin.
Yes. you get a prize for that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like shooting an egg out. Come on, you gotta. This is
Yeah.
this is a situation.
I've seen that, and I've seen pool cues. Cue balls.
I've seen,
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, man, a whole queue? That's impressive.
I have too. I worked a private club in Chicago that was all wealthy guys. It was a private club, not the Playboy Club. And they once in a while would just have like bachelor parties and stuff. So they'd bring in the high end strippers that did stuff like that. Would shoot stuff out of their pussies. It was so impressive. I was always in awe. And of course, nobody wants anything from the bar at that time. So I should say I was the bartender. And so that's, you get, nobody wants anything at the bar. They want to see the show. And I've been up close to it. It amazes me, that ability to shoot something projectile out of your pussy. Like ice cubes, eggs are talented. I still think they were hard boiled because they came out and they didn't crack. And ping pongs.
Hey,
But those are
Nish,
still all small.
with practice, imagine the English you would have.
I'm
Such
claiming
a killer
like
backspin you would have on that.
Side spin. I think
English, yeah, whatever.
Side spin or backspin. Yeah.
Oh, man.
With practice.
Yeah, you get good at it.
True, Jer. I might see if Igor is up for it.
Where's the moon tonight, Nish?
Yeah.
It's waxing, isn't it? Full in a
It's
couple
like
days.
16%.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, what planet is it in? You know, off the top of your head?
Venus?
No, I can look though right here. I'm sure Jerry's already on it.
I don't know what
I'm-
planet it's
I'm reaching for my
Oh,
ephemeris.
it's 50% tonight.
The moon, for this sort of puppet.
Yeah, this is a good. Oh shite! Everything's falling. Oh, I grab a sketch pad. Hold on.
The supermoon is on the 19th. It's in Virgo.
I think that's the day I joined the military. In my anniversary.
And this is
February 7th.
letting go of the past and moving forward.
We're in a Pisces moon.
Oh, Pisces.
Yay, me.
Yeah. It might be voided course because tomorrow is Aries. So
Where do you look this up at?
it's the ephemerides.
I'm just
So
curious.
Oh,
it moves every 2 days. Right.
I have a
I think
program for that.
we must be close to the yeah, because this is just paper. We must be getting close to the Aries aspect of it.
What sign is it going to be when it's full? Did you say, Leo? Not Western though, not Vedic.
Virgo.
Oh, Virgo, that was right. Well, Virgo can be very kinky.
Hey, check this out, Nish.
I bet them
Virgo.
Bigfoot people are Virgos.
They're quite
Where-
extreme,
Can you see this?
sexually kinky.
All right, Jared, what am I looking at? I need to get glasses.
These are the days. And zoom it in for you if you'd like.
It is tiny even with my glasses.
Mm,
What am I looking
Cold
at?
out.
Is this an online ephemeris?
It's one I have.
Hell.
Yeah, I mean, I see all the aspects and everything on the left here.
Yeah, so this would be like squares and trines and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot.
Yeah, the aspects.
So it's the sun, whatever, the sun.
Conjunct. Sun's, yeah. And then the other one, I can't, right below it, it's so small, I can't see what it is.
I fixed it. Hold on.
I have terrible eyes from arting too long.
If it's a full moon in Virgo, people with moon in Virgo, is it going to affect them more than, say, other people? You say?
Well, yeah, I mean, if your moon's in Virgo and the full moon's in Virgo, that's you want to work with that.
What was the
mine isn't personally, but I do know someone who's it.
what was the blood moon?
How's that?
What planet was that in?
Oh, Jerry, so much better. I would have to look back. I didn't commit any of that to memory, but I did work that moon.
Wasn't it Leo, the full moon, the last one? The new moon was in Aquarius. This is Western anyway.
Yeah, this is tropical. That's a sextile. So the sun sextile the moon and then conjunct.
So these numbers, sorry.
Sorry, go on there.
No, I just want to know what the numbers are, the hours, or I don't know. What am I looking at?
Well, it's weird. I don't actually know either. I'm gonna guess those are the degrees.
That's what I'd guess.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
On this, because I don't use a system like this at all.
This is the raw data.
Right. I use a very raw data situation, but it's a little different. So if I pull out my ephemerides, and I use that Rosicrucian one that I love, it's my favorite. it just shows the degrees. So it'd be like the sun 21 degrees, sextile the moon 13 degrees or whatever, and like that.
I don't see anything above 4, 3, 3.5.
Yeah, I don't use that, so I don't even know what to say about it.
Some witch you are.
I know. Well, you can't know everything. Jeez.
I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't have any. This is the app I'm using, by the way. It's called it's a free open source astrology. Like this is today.
Yeah, so there are the degrees up there.
Cool.
That makes sense. And then on the outer part, I always like to see where the decan. I mean, you can see with the little slots, so you can tell what's what. But I actually like to have that stuff numbered out. So I set mine up a little different than this, just for ease of reading.
I thought I saw a decan.
Anyway, that new moon in Aquarius, was it a lunar eclipse? That was really powerful that night. I was live doing readings, and it was. I don't normally do mediumship. I like to stay away from it, but it was coming through really strong that night.
I jerked off on squiggly lines all night. Did I just close a Zoom? God damn it.
It was quite interesting. The energy was quite powerful that night on the readings.
Trisha, I saw you live. I never see you live. You know, this is a problem with YouTube right now, by the way. So many people.
I don't go live anymore.
That's why I'm not getting your notifications. Yeah. I saw though, if I manually go over to my sidebar, I can see who's live, and I caught you live.
Yeah, it won't tell you.
I thought I caught you live, and I checked over, and you must have just stopped. I was like, oh my God.
Premiere. Yeah, I missed you because Suzanne told me you'd been in the chat, and I've missed you, so I wasn't ignoring you. I premiere my Facebook Live on YouTube, and that's what I do now. I don't go live on there.
Yeah, and I don't have Facebook, so it was just weird, but I was so excited because you were live. I'm like, oh, it's been so long.
I know, I missed you, and I was like, oh. Yeah.
And neither of us are really in Discord that much.
No, I don't go in very often now. I've just been so busy in a good way.
So is the energy a lot different in Facebook versus YouTube?
Doing what I do live, yeah, because I was just getting people just wanting to take my literally they want to take my business down and away from me and destroy what I've built up for nearly 9 years. And it's not just one person, multiple. I don't get any of that on Facebook.
I wonder if those are even people on YouTube.
Yeah, some of them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I know there's been a few, even on my channel. Even on my channel, we've caught a few, like comments and stuff. It didn't make sense.
I know there's tons of bots on YouTube, but not that they're not the ones. She had real people attacking her.
They're real people because they're talking about it on their own channels, and I just had another report tonight. It's quite funny.
I guess it makes sense on Facebook. You have to create a real profile.
Is one of them our friend?
In inverted commas, the Hive got mentioned the other day actually. Yeah.
What was said?
Nothing good, I hope.
Hive love it. Let's just put it that way. I'm not.
Nothing good. Yeah.
That is crazy. The Hive's always crazy.
No, this person just doesn't. Yeah, I'm not going to name names, but
no, yeah.
Jerry knows who I mean.
So I had like my last video on my personal channel.
NPCs will be NPCs.
It clocked in at like 606 views, and then the next day it was at 588. How does that happen? I don't understand that.
I don't.
Why do the view counts go back and forth?
They shouldn't do. So my subscriber count changes by the minute sometimes, like as in drops down, goes up. ridiculously high.
I can explain it. I can explain why that happens.
What is it?
Because there are millions of people accessing YouTube at once, and not one database server can handle all that traffic. So they have hundreds of database servers with copies of the actual real data, and that's constantly being updated on these outer systems, which just have a cache of the stuff that's used on the home pages and whatnot. So depending on what server you hit, you'll get a smaller or larger, you'll never get an accurate thing till you go to your analytics. The analytics comes from a completely different data set, which has accurate data.
So what's going to happen for mine and Jerry's birthday?
We'll be under martial law.
Yeah, I know. Like, what's going to happen, dude?
Isn't it?
Yeah, we're the tail end of the month here, so
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Mayhem. I love mayhem. I love it. I eat it for breakfast.
But the other day I amended an old Hive and I changed the thumbnail. I think I took the thumbnail off.
Yeah.
I didn't re-upload it. I just changed the thumbnail off so it was like a picture of us. And it said I'd posted it that day and I hadn't.
Weird.
It made out I just re-uploaded it and I hadn't. That was weird.
YouTube is crazy. I don't understand all these things that are going on with it.
And it was like, I was like, why is that showing up? I've only took the thumbnail off. It says I've just uploaded it and I hadn't. It's crazy. And it just happened to be one.
You need a new platform.
I'd said something embarrassing and it happened to be that one and I hadn't even listened to the content. I just changed the thumbnail. It was like, really.
Well, I know they constantly update their algorithms.
That's not it. It's all data caching. It's all it is.
Well, no, I'm not. I know that part, but I'm saying like, as far as like the algorithms, because they update them. Because we've had videos that we've had on there for years that are starting to pop up in the search results. And I don't really know what the criteria is as far as what you need to meet that or to get that, but I just know that they constantly change them all the time, or maybe it updates on its own. No.
So what would make it say that I just uploaded a video and I hadn't? Because people didn't believe me. They thought I'd done it on purpose, just wind this person up, and I hadn't. I was like, you couldn't make this up. Like the one video I wouldn't want bump into the top, and it said that I just reloaded it. Crazy. So yeah, on Facebook Lives, for what I do, it's been a lot better. I mean, it depends on what you do. I think on YouTube, depending on Facebook, YouTube is a better platform.
Well, I know with Facebook Live, notifications are much easier to get across. Like as soon as someone goes live, I get it instantly. I get a notification.
Yeah, I get a lot more viewers
versus YouTube. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Yeah, I get a lot more viewers on Facebook than I do YouTube, even though I've got a similar amount of people.
Right.
Crow 777 was talking about YouTube throttling his views recently or something. That was on the last two.
Yeah, my views literally, it dropped like a couple of hundred if I'm lucky, where I was getting like thousands.
And again, that's data caching.
That's correct.
Views and throttling views. Now, I don't know if they're actually removing views from him. That might be something else, because I've heard that from other people. Yeah, I know they are definitely removing dislikes. That Gillette ad that had like a 5 or 6 to 1 dislike versus like ratio. They toned that down, and they actually came out and said they did, or something like that.
Maybe it was you, Jerry, that somebody posted maybe a Reddit stream on why they're like what their ideas were for that, or an article. I'm not sure. I think it was you on your Twitter.
Yeah, I saw a video about it. Oh yeah, it was an article too. I saw a video and an article. I don't know. Search my Twitter, people. Gillette is beating YouTube.
Make your mistake.
No, I would say James and Steve, isn't it?
Did he cut out already? Bastard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's going to bed.
That's classic for Grimsteak, though.
I know.
you
One
made
time I
it.
wish
You
he
made-
just see him like slink down in his chair.
I know.
Houdini.
Houdini. Poof.
I usually do that too. I come in with a bang, all potty mouth, and then I leave. It's so great. Good old Hive. How long's the Hive been around, Jerry?
Like 2 weeks before Nox Mente.
No, it wasn't around. Yeah, I guess it was. It was so soon. We kind of boomed on that.
How long has Nox Mente been around?
Year and a half.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, close to the same as Cruise on Mistake, right? We all kind of happened at the
Yeah, it was all around the same time. Yeah.
Chanter's Live.
Yeah, we're about a year and a half, maybe over a year and a half now.
Must be about a year. I can't believe a year's gone since I was on. Is it a
I
year?
know.
It's crazy.
Unbelievable.
All right, so this is the 55th Hive.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we're on the 71st Nox Mente this week coming up.
And that's just the Hive. I mean, there was the
72nd.
other. Well, there was a few other ones before.
Oh.
Who do you have on the next one?
Sabrina Milston. Vince Vinzuza's girlfriend. She's a tarot reader, medium. Sorry?
Yeah, he does. Vince was the Pacific North Weird. They do fun videos.
Okay,
It's a good challenge to get so many people, like to get new people every week, like consistently.
Jerry rocks. Everyone needs a Jerry. I'm serious.
I mean, there's loads of people out there, isn't there? But it's like consistently getting something every week that's new. That's cool.
Hey, Jerry, can you
it's
clone
challenging.
yourself?
It's challenging. So I found our first video. It was June 2nd, 2017. That was a 10-hour one.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that one was
10 hours.
epic. Well, this is
Yep.
when chanters were running 10 hours at the same time too. Like it was a minute where we were all like hanging forever, like we had no lives.
Because all
I think
of
it was
us,
on until 6 a.m.
something like,
Right?
it was 9. It was like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because then remember I made that video and then Nomad was like, talk about
Man, I remember talking to him out my fucking driveway at 6:30 in the morning.
James, you would get so drunk.
Tonight.
Oh, dude, it was bad. It was so bad. Oh my God.
Chanter's on right now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Let's go say hi.
Wouldn't it be cool if our Zoom could invade his hangout?
That'd be pretty cool. Hey,
You know, of all people though, Chanter would love it. Like
yeah.
he'd probably welcome.
He had like 200 people watching. I can't believe that.
So, what did he figure out with the Corey Good stuff? Like,
somebody tell me what happened.
I missed what happened too. I saw a post from Jimmy Church, and I think we talked to it got brought up the other night about how I don't even know the whole story. I can't even explain it. We'd probably have to go through it right now and figure it all out, but it might be kind of boring to decide. Or you could see a live breakdown of how we do it. Let's see here. I don't even. Well, was it a dark journalist expose again? I don't know if it was through that or chant. I don't know. I saw a thing with Jimmy Church from Fade to Black post something yesterday about how he saw CW's video information on the Corey Good stuff, and then that he was looking into it and probably trying to distance himself in the future here from them dudes. From what I gather, but It was a Twitter. It was a Twitter
I've
post.
so lost my interest in the Corey Good, David Wilcock
information
stuff.
about
Oh, I haven't. Yeah, I haven't
Even
followed
when I
that
see
nickname
it,
has
yeah,
legs.
it's so
You're now
done
Joe
for
Dirt.
me.
I just know a lot of people
Beans
here
on
are
linguine.
friends and know Chanter, so I just didn't know if anybody knew what he was talking about off the top of my head.
I was trying to listen, but I realized that if I play him, everyone will hear it.
Joe from the Carolinas is now Joe.
That he was in play.
I don't know. Yeah, let's see here.
But he's got some chick on with blue hair.
Oh, he's actually got a guest on tonight.
There's 2 people on.
Oh, interesting. Those were fun days, though. Those early, right after the Omni Psychic vampires and all that. Darcy. I love my Darcy. Oh, is this at Chanters? Okay.
We're gonna stream his and make fun of it. How about that?
Jesus.
The SVA above majestic whistleblower comes forth.
What is his haircut? I haven't watched him for ages.
I don't
I
know.
know he's grown it. There's something different about his hair. Has he grown it?
No, he cut it and he shaved.
He
Oh,
shaved
shit.
it like clean, Trisha, like clean. I didn't even recognize him.
Mr. Clean.
Very different when I last saw him. I'm trying to think if he grew it or cut it. I can't remember.
I think I've seen a few of this guy's videos.
Never seen hair before though.
I guess he's doing a video thing. So anyway, that's happening. That's why he's got so many people. I bet it's boring. Oh, I closed fucking Zoom again. God damn it.
Good thing.
I think Jerry froze.
No, I keep.
Oh
Yeah.
No, I keep fucking closing Zoom.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah.
Yes. Well, I don't know
It
how.
just doesn't feel right without Suzanne in here, y'all.
I know. She's in the chat. I can't see the chat all the time. I have to keep
I
going in
had
and
to
out.
switch over because my computer freezes when I look at it.
I'm on my phone from having to pop in and out of chat.
So her headphone was broken. Her headphones.
All right, whoever's got the host, mate. Never mind.
Just
So
tell her
is
to,
Graham here? I see. Is Graham here?
Graham?
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know if
He's
he's
lurking.
Yeah, I'm here. Yep.
Hi, Graham.
Hey. Yep, just
Hi,
listening to you guys chat. Hello.
What's
Hey Graham,
going-
thanks for sending that Oregon stuff. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, when are you gonna come by the studio and check it out?
Oh man, anytime.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should.
let me know when.
Yeah, I'll get you on that email list for this CSETI, that CE5 stuff. Yeah,
Awesome.
you get along with Brian. He's super cool.
You could get possessed too.
Rad.
He's got a handlebar mustache too. You guys will like bond. You guys will bond over the stashes.
When you meet
perfect.
other guys with handlebar mustaches, do you like hook them and pinky swear with them or anything?
Wax to wax.
Is there anything like that? Like
We don't hook them; they just hook themselves.
they do.
You
Okay.
get close, and it's like magnets.
It's like Avatar. They just like link together.
Like soul
Yeah.
stash mates.
You just have to love a duster.
Yeah.
Flavor savers.
Mhm.
To say you haven't done one, but we got 15 in the chat. So you haven't done one for ages.
Oh, I wasn't bitching. I just couldn't believe
I
you.
don't saying. I'm just commenting.
I'm trying to find.
This is no different than an Oxmente, so
Say you haven't been on doing it for ages.
yeah. So we started in June of 2017, which seems like 2 years ago, which it was almost.
Nearly, yeah.
And now we hate it. No.
Speak for yourself, Jerry. It's like my highlight.
The Hive?
Oh, no, Nux Mente.
What about your other podcast?
Yeah, next
When you gonna launch that one?
I don't know.
Been
What do you
waiting
got in
for
the
ages.
works?
I need to get motivated.
What's this one, Jared? Tell me.
We both need to get motivated on this, Jer.
Yeah. I can't do it myself and
And
entirely.
I'm just a princess.
That's-
So.
I haven't decided fully that I want to engage in it. But the idea was,
Frozen.
what?
Hello.
What?
I thought you were going to sing something from Frozen.
Because I'm in the chat on YouTube, my Zoom picture's frozen.
Oh, see, Trisha, that's what happens to me. I can't look at the chat. I tried to earlier. I said hello in there at least.
It's because
I thought we were going to have like a show tunes moment here.
No, she's on her phone. That's why. You can't swap on your phone, especially if it's an iPhone. There, you're back.
It's Android. Samsung.
That's why you're back. God, what was I looking up?
Oh,
your podcast or something?
Oh, thank you. The picture. Now, the idea was, I'm going to find the picture.
Is this the one where you did with the obelisk on?
Yes, that's exactly.
No.
I don't know where my picture's at, though. I don't know. The idea of the show is that there's 3 aspects to every topic. And this is what our logo is. If anyone can see that.
Here's the magic number.
Hmm?
3 is the magic number. It's 3 aspects.
Yes, 3 aspects. Mind, body, and soul or spirit. So the idea of the show is that we would pick a topic, and I've got a list of topics, and then we'd have 3 different guests who would discuss the topic from one of those 3 perspectives. But it's not necessarily they have to perform acrobatics to get to that point. We would pick people whose shtick is that. For instance, the first show I had planned out was for the word, the concept idea of empire and physical, mental, and spiritual perspectives on what empire is. It's kind of highbrow, I guess, but like Walter Bosley was one of my choices for the physical, for body, because he has the Empire of the Wheel book series, and he's all about empire and this empire building of these Germans, the whole Nimza thing and all that, yada yada. So it's not so much about us explaining empire. It's a vehicle to get people to come in and talk about their work when it comes down to it, right? Because Walter Bosley, if we had him, would be talking all about Empire of the Wheel and how that fits in the physical, blah, blah, blah. And the Empire, the spiritual one, I wanted to have Neil Kramer on to talk about what empire means from a spiritual aspect and how it can impede or help your spiritual evolution, etc. The mental would be like psychological aspects of it. So that's why it hasn't taken off yet, because I don't think I've gelled the entire thing. Mm-hmm. And that's a lot of work put into producing that. Mm-hmm. I still want to do something. Maybe, I don't know. I'm still working it out. We're definitely going to do something this year. But that's what it's going to be called, because I already have cards printed. And I've got a lot of mental debt. What do they call it? Sweat equity. Sweat equity built into it.
What's the name again?
The Obelisk.
Oh, cool. That sounds good.
It was the number 1 as well, Jerry.
Pardon?
I remember us doing the numerology on the name.
Oh yeah, it was really weird.
Wasn't it a 1? So it's like unique and like, very different and one of its kind of thing. Or am I remembering that wrong?
I don't remember that. The only thing what did I run the numerology on? The number? I'll stop typing and talk. Yeah. The Obelisk I ran through my gematria thing, which I'm going to do right now.
Because I ran it through the numerology, and unless I'm remembering it wrong. It wasn't.
Yeah, Trisha, I thought you did as well. That in my memory.
Yeah, it comes out to 7. It's all 7s.
Oh, 7. Is that in Montreal though, or
Yeah. Yeah. I remember when you did the numerology on it, it was good. It was positive.
whatever it was fitting for what you were going to do. I couldn't remember so long ago. Did it. Quite a few months, wasn't it, ago?
It was in September.
Yeah. Jeez. Oh my
I
God.
knew it was fitting for what you were going to do, but one was perhaps wrong.
This was the picture I had for our graphic, whatever.
4:44 a.m. Look, 4:44.
That's actually the backside of our Knox
nice.
Mint Day cards.
Yeah. And this is the real moon, and this is the Washington Monument.
It's awesome. I love it.
That's great. I like it. I like the little eyes there.
That's the lights, so planes don't hit it.
Wow.
Cool.
I didn't know.
Yeah, like those are natural.
Yeah,
like
this-
the light in it.
The only
Isn't
thing
that crazy?
the only thing I added to this picture was the lens.
Very cool.
Oh, I can zoom in. I can see the eyes better now. I was like, wow, you got good eyes.
I did it again. This zoom. I'm sorry. I gotta remember not to do that anymore.
That's a good thing.
All right.
All right, guys, I have to get going. It was nice catching up. And
Yeah, right on, buddy.
Hey, brother.
hopefully
I
we can
gotta
do
get going,
another,
too.
do another hive here soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Bye, Graham.
Yeah,
Take
thanks
care,
for inviting
guys.
me, guys. Yeah, see you later.
Bye, Leonid.
Roll a
Bye.
d20.
Later.
Chad.
All right.
Bye.
All right.
Bye, guys. Anyway, remind me not to share screen anymore, please.
They keep kicking you out every time you do it.
Yeah, when I stop sharing screen, Zoom dies.
Boom.
Like the app crashes. Yeah, really. Osiris's penis. What's that?
Who said that, Jerry?
Nate.
That's when IRX or Anton saying that.
Is Nate out there? Hi,
Yeah.
Nate. Nate should come in here.
Who said that comment, Jerry?
Hello.
I'm working on it.
I'm just joking. I was just giving a voice. Hello. Oh man, I used to have a big old parrot that it was so fun to play with. He would the people, yeah, I mean, he knew a show tuner or two as well.
Who did?
My parrot. I bought the parrot. He was already an adult but he came with like show tunes
He
loaded.
came with installed data. Yeah. I love it.
I'm like, oh wow.
I don't want no shit parrot. I want one that already knows songs and everything. Yeah.
What program is
It's
this?
worth $100 more bucks.
Dude, I wanted a metal parrot. How do I get a show tunes parrot?
I want a metal parrot. It sings Metallica. and shit.
Right. That's where I'm at. Some Black Sabbath. Not
Some
sure.
Black Sabbath.
Carol
Yeah.
Channing, he was knocking out Carol Channing.
I would totally want a metal parrot. That'd be the best.
Right? That's what I mean. Seriously,
Some
I
Dio.
tried Dio forever. I love Dio.
I bought one actually. It was metal and metal, that kind of metal.
Is actual metal.
Yeah, it was actual metal.
Okay.
But it
Stay with
talked
us,
when you went by.
Was it
It
good?
was amazing, and it would insult you. It would be like,
I love that.
"Show me your tits."
Yeah, oh, yeah,
It was
exactly.
great.
That's awesome.
I would totally take that to church.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was great.
When I went to Cyprus, went to White Napa, there was this parrot, and it's like it whistled that that Hitler is only.
Oh my god.
He used to whistle that.
Now you're gonna get us flagged, Trisha. Now
Yeah.
you're gonna get us flagged.
Like
That's awesome.
I'm just joking. And there's so many things in the hive that
That could
that
get
gets us
flagged.
flagged. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
but this
Yeah.
parrot.
Wait, what did she
whistle it,
say? Sorry. Go ahead.
What did you say?
Just saying, this parrot used to whistle. I don't want to say the word again. How can I say it? I don't even know the name of the song.
Whistle it for us.
I can't whistle it.
I actually can't whistle. I've tried my whole life to whistle. I cannot do it. I played clarinet.
I can whistle, but I can't whistle that tune. But it's, you know, that one, Jerry. I'm not going to say the name.
You can type it in our chat.
Yeah, I'll type it to you. But it was just hilarious. The parrot used to like whistle this song. Somebody taught him it in Cyprus.
It's terrible that, I mean, you should just say it. It's terrible that we should have to
Yeah.
censor ourselves.
I know what you mean, but I don't want to get you in trouble.
Well, like
You won't get me in trouble. Say it
yeah.
out loud. Spit it out. Don't listen to
No. That's what I was saying. There's so much stuff in the hives
Does it
anyway
rhyme
that
with
it doesn't matter.
dicks?
Hitler? Oop, everyone just
Yeah.
saw that anyway. I should move
You know
this.
the song, Jerry.
You only have one ball? Why can't you talk about that? You know,
When I
took
said
out
that,
his penis.
I was just joking. I mean, we've talked about pussy and ass and dog glitter balls.
Yeah, really.
And you
Anyway.
know, I mean, crazy.
Unless it was like carved out and eaten by a black man with a bone through his nose, and it's like someone will go, "Oh, you're a racist motherfucker." Then we'll have problems. But
Shite.
I just thought it was funny that this parrot used to whistle this song all day long every time you walk past.
It's funny how obsessive they get with their tunes. It's like they get so, oh my God, that gets so tiring. And they're loud.
It swore at you and all sorts. Somebody had taught it some real corkers.
What's a cocker?
Corker, like, you know, some real strong swear words, let's say.
Oh, yeah. I think I heard that wrong. My head is just all on the dick tonight. Fuck you! What?
Corker.
hence the moisture.
Shit. Watch out. There's going to be an Igor sighting in Ohio.
Nice. I can't wait. It'll be coming to a town near you, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Watch a bridge is going to go out and everything. Baby, it's going to break.
The bridge is going out, dude. Yeah.
It's going to break thighs.
Oh, that's great. When you hear this,
hey.
you hear that song playing, the bridge is going down, dude.
Right, you know Igor's close.
Yeah.
Friends with Kindred Cold, I bet.
I need an Igor soundtrack, actually.
I need to make I need a Nish track now.
Seriously, for Igor though, in particular.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Igor track.
Yeah, that's right. So we know that there's like a warning that there's going to be some of that coming up.
The third voice or so that's pitched down at the end of that sounds just like Nish. I remember when you first played it, we're like, God, that sounds so much like Nish. Remember that?
Oh yeah. That definitely the end of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think somebody talked over or laughed over it, but it reminds me of that song "Changes" by Bowie.
Yes.
Or no, it's Fame. I'm sorry, it's Fame.
Fame.
And when the fame, it starts to go down.
Yes.
There's one in the middle that sounds just like Larry from the Three Stooges. And when I was a kid, I used to think, wow, Larry's doing backup singing for Bowie.
I think I hit. I thought I had the Three Stooges.
You got to get a yuck, yuck, yuck.
Yeah. I like that.
I love that film.
I thought Nathan was coming in.
He's technologically confused.
Not able.
No, he thought I emailed it to him, but I put it on.
Oh, Stooges.
There you go.
There you go.
I used to be able to do that.
See, that one always sounds like motorboating to me.
This is mine.
I know. It's terrible. I swear. I know. You know, I'm so serious on Noxmente.
I'm so serious.
A girl's got to let her garter down once in a while.
To let her down.
Right. Absolutely. And I'm drinking a really strong tea. You know, I have no excuse.
Mushroom tea?
No, but I'm in the mood to do some of that.
Actually,
like
Reiki. I got it for a mushroom trip. I did a treasure hunt mushroom trip.
Oh my god, awesome!
It took me like 2 days to set up in the woods.
Yeah.
And I hid this thing. The parrot I hid under a rock, and I had all these clues about where to go.
You brought that dirty talking parrot with you?
Yeah, I did.
You hit the parrot under a rock
for your trip.
Yeah, it was awesome. Someone thought it was really cute, grabbed it, and then it asked them to show their tits, and they flew. They dropped it and started freaking out. It was pretty funny. But yeah, it was a sweet trip. Do a treasure hunt when you do mushrooms. It's great.
What did you treasure hunt for?
So there was all these little eggs, and inside the eggs were these coins, and then I had a backpack full of treats and
Wait, who set all that shit up?
I did.
So you hid stuff that you got
for 2 days
and tripped and found it all.
Yeah.
Why not just keep it next to you in a bag and put a blindfold on or something and scatter them in front of you?
Right.
Oh, other people.
Yeah, it wasn't myself. No,
I thought it was just
like 12 of us.
He's technologically advanced now.
Good evening.
What's up,
Nate?
Hello.
I love that. I love that honesty.
I'm all sorts of impaired tonight.
Is that the half
with
lemonade?
The mic in hand. With the mic in hand, Nate. I love that.
That's sweet.
Dude, that's so awesome.
Oh, so I was telling people in the chat room about the synchronicity I had with Jerry's obelisk. So I'm going to show you guys the page from the Invisibles that I've had open all this time.
The one you've been posting on Twitter about? I've got a copy of that somewhere.
Oh wow, that's
Oh,
crazy.
wow.
Yep. Synchro.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, totally.
Me and Grant Morrison.
Did you say great minds think alike?
Yep. You know what's even funnier is I was going to call this tonight. I was going to call it Sicko pants. Like
The Sicko pants.
yeah, but like a real like you know a kitchen sink and then an O and then a pair of pants. Sicko pants.
Dude, that's poetic. Gary, I'm fucking with you.
That's highbrow.
No, I'm reading the chat. I'm
This is
sorry.
a hard room. Jeez.
No, I'm reading chats. I have to stop.
I know, seriously. It's not
We need
Noxmente.
a chat moderator. Not a moderator, but
Yeah.
Come on, Jake. What is it?
I don't know what you call it.
We need an adult is what we need.
Yeah, there's no adults in.
We don't have a topic.
Yeah, the topics are If we had a topic, maybe. Well, we can go right into the synchronicity.
We could talk. Well, yeah, I thought I had this inkling that tonight may have been a synchro night.
Yeah,
but it wasn't.
Oh, your time. You said you were going to describe your theory on time, Jer.
Ooh, this sounds good.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got a very nice voice, doesn't he? Slow and like.
Who?
I
Watcher.
call him Mr. Watcher because I don't know his name.
Yeah, Watcher is just sexy all around.
So
watch out, ladies.
So what I was talking to you about was how I think of time, and I think of time as. Have you ever seen spaghetti getting made? Or
Yes.
you know where there's strings continually moving downward, right? Of something, right? So I think of those as timelines or dimensions, all these strings, and then in the center is a ring that pulls some of them together, and that is my now. And I can pull in other timelines or other dimensions into my now, right? And I can move the ring to put in, to add or subtract any timelines I want.
What makes you be able to? How can you pull in a timeline? Is there like certain times, or is it any time you can have?
If you, I think if you focus on and give energy to something in the past or in another timeline, it will sync you up with it.
So if you focus on the one strand of spaghetti that you wanted to, basically
On a Wednesday, and you want print spaghetti, yeah. No, it's going to do that. But I think focus and intent and energy towards something will pull it towards you. So you can pull timelines towards you and then be in your circle of trust. Put it that way. Your now is your circle of trust, and you can pull timelines in or pull timelines out as you see fit, which is best for whatever your personal progression is.
Could it be linked to mood?
It's whatever. It's your personal reality bubble. You got to program it however you want. But if you need a visual for it, which I did, was that you've got timelines, streams, like a shower, and you can just ring up any set of, you have a baseline one, but you could pull anyone in because they're not like far away. They're all here. You're just not energetically linked to them.
So something that could be in the future, you could bring into now.
Yeah.
Dude, I wonder if I can link my spaghetti with your spaghetti.
And then make our spaghetti peepees touch.
Fucking pasta salad. Yeah.
I'm gonna go pasta style on you.
Marinara all over the place. It's everywhere.
So I don't know. Is that a crazy theory?
No, I just
no. That's good.
If you're getting marinara all over the place, I think you've touched your pee too hard. I think you want Alfredo. Alfredo. Yeah.
or you've dipped it in. It's a synchronistic timing somewhere.
Gary, have you done that?
Pardon?
Have you actually?
What happened if this is a meatball stuck in the middle?
I don't have any bad shit in my space in my room.
Speaking of two peepees touching, I drew the two of wands.
Two of horns?
Wands, two wands.
Oh, two of wands. Yeah.
Why do I think of Michelangelo's The God? The tips of the penises touching each other.
Because you're a classy kind of porn-ish, that's why.
Wait. Madfinger just brought up something that Castaneda called it shifting the assemblage point of attention and awareness. That's something that
I love Castaneda stuff.
Well, that's something that Tim Refat dude talks about, your assemblage point.
Castaneda.
Carlos Castaneda. James, come on now.
I thought it was shit he made
I'm
up.
drawing a blank here. I'm missing
Dude, get on your, type it in.
Yeah, I am right now. That's what I'm doing.
He's got good stuff on Walking the Dream and all that.
Right
that's good stuff.
Carlos? Okay.
He was mentioned on
documentary as well.
The Don Juan stuff.
Castaneda was mentioned just this evening as I was listening to Miguel Connor's interview with Jason Horsley.
Ding.
Castaneda.
What was Nate? What did you pull it to one for? Sorry, I was going to ask.
Oh, I'm surrounded by tarot decks, so I just kind of play with. What is that?
Did you pull it too?
No shit.
Trish.
Oh, man.
That's a synchro.
Well, I better pull one.
No, the Emperor is different. She pulled the Emperor.
I was going to say.
Y'all know I can't see. I'm blind as a bat right here.
Not the two ones. One's the Emperor.
Yeah.
Okay. What deck is that?
It's still fire. This is Styro Master, the Divine Legacy or something. That's the name.
And then Watcher. Okay, so we'll all pull a card. Let me get my Lenormand.
This is the Aries card, obviously. The fire, though. We both do fire cards.
The Emperor is definitely good for doing Jupiter rituals. Obviously, his kingliness and stuff like that connects to the energy. I keep a couple of Emperor cards on my Jupiter altar.
Oh shit!
Nice.
I'm surrounded by.
Oh wow! Watch your death.
What?
Cold death.
Dig this,
Well,
Nate. Dig
1
this.
and 3 equals 4.
Homeboy was a successful ass author, dude.
I've been
12
thinking lately.
books, 28 million copies.
Who's that?
Castaneda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Castaneda.
Yeah.
I pulled the cross in the Lenormand, the 36, which is the 6 of spades. Or
Oh, you're
four-
using the Lenormand?
Yeah. So, and that's all about kind of like burden, stuff like that. So,
This is a synchro for me, actually. I
I've
just
got
saw.
out, Jerry. I've got them by me. I do.
I'm gonna
how's it a synchro for you,
Oh,
Michael?
nice.
I'm gonna pull a card from the porn deck.
It is a synchro because I went in to look at an art gallery today, and there was a phoenix drawn, and it was the number 8
Oh, I
was
got
under
that
the
synchro
phoenix.
now.
And phoenix in my number system represents the number 8. Also, I pulled 8, and it's death and resurrection
Oh.
being phoenix, which
I was
is
just scrolling down. I landed on his version of death. It's just right in the middle of my screen.
Dude,
Right when
synchro
you said
coming
death,
on.
it stopped. That's right when I took my
It's a
finger.
synchro swarm.
Cool.
Synchro
Yeah,
swarm.
it's synchro storm,
So
dude.
dig this.
A swarm.
Last week
Swarm.
at work, we reorganized our development teams, and we got to pick new names for our teams. I used to be on a team called Honey Badger, and the theme they
Of
gave
course
us,
you were, Jerry.
the theme they gave us was mythical beasts, mythical creatures, and they picked mine. But
They picked your badger.
no, I chose my suggestion was Valkyrie, Team Valkyrie. I forgot what I was going to say now. Damn it.
Sorry, but that is
No.
sexier. I'm sorry. I'm
Was it
doing
the
the Tourette's thing to you, Jerry.
No. I actually forget what one of my suggestions was apropos to what he said.
very cool. Well, yeah, I won't get into it now, but this has to do with the feathered serpent as well, and Nish, what you were posting today.
I picked a bunch of Mayan
Oh, really?
creatures. That's what it was.
I'm interested to hear more on that.
Okay, well, I'd have to 3 and 8 are, so 3 is half of 8 in symbolically when you look at it, right? And 3 represents the snake in the number system I have, and it's CKS, but I'd have to explain how I come up with that at another time. But so 3 and 8 are both the same finger, because I count the alphabet on my fingers. So I'd have to go through the whole thing with you guys, but I'll do that another time. I'll make a video. But 3 and 8 are the bird, flipping the bird, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're the
love
snake
it.
and the phoenix, and they're the feathery serpent and Quetzalcoatl
Yes.
and
Yes.
Saturn. So
Dude, I gotta learn your system. It sounds like something right up my alley.
it's fun, man. I love music.
Yeah.
I'll definitely post a video and you
Yeah,
guys
that's
can-
pretty cool. It
Is
sounds
it number
something
system?
basic you can learn, you know, like to
It's very basic. Actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you create this yourself?
I did. Yeah.
I'm into numbers, so I'm always curious.
Oh, lovely. No, you
Yeah,
might.
I need like numbers for dummies. And that'd be like perfect for me.
Trish, I pinned in
This whole
the
system.
Nox Mente in the numbers room. He posted kind of like the basic outline, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's pinned in there, so you can get an idea. But he keeps promising to get more info as he works on it out.
I'll check
Yeah,
it
I
out.
definitely will.
Michael, what does 22 mean to you?
Oh. Well, 2 represents Jupiter in this system, on the hand at least. And it's BRJ. So it's blue and red. It's the border colors. And as they come together, they create the center, which is J or Jehovah, Jesus, like on the cross. The
Holy
color
shit.
that comes together with the 2 border colors, with blue and red. So I bring everything back to a root, and then so if you go 22, you'd have double the aspect of 2 of direction, of this idea of the border colors coming together, and then you'd have 4 as well, and 4 is dalet, which is door in Hebrew, and the 4th finger would be the finger of Apollo, and the ring finger. So 22 would be, well, it's the amount of letters in the Hebrew alphabet as well. I'd see it as so 4 is a dalet or else distributed ledger technology as well. So it's the framework for our reality. So
that was
2 and
exactly 4 beeps, by the way.
And I didn't pull the
interesting.
card for
Oh my God, is that the 4 of power? Is that the power card?
Yeah.
I have that.
I'll get back to that after we listen to Michael.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, no. So, yeah, 22, I'm not sure. I think it's the idea of Jupiter and the border colors inside of the framework or the form, 4 being what holds things, right? Is the first number that has volume. You can have volume in. So, yeah, it's interesting. I'll think more on it, but and I'll get back to you. But that's what I think when I think of 22. I'm working on just 1 to 10 right now, and then later I'll get into higher numbers.
What do you think of the number 9? Curious.
Number 9 has to do with projection outside of reality. It's Q, Y, and I in the letter system. Q being projection into an egg or a sperm into an egg. So it's like a new beginning. And Y being looping back into the timeline. You have the choice of exiting or entering back into the timeline. This whole system has to do with time and looping. So 9 is an exit number. Also, if you digital root 9, it's always the other number, right? You can cross off 9s when you're doing.
Because I'm a life path 9 in numerology. I was curious what 9 was in your system.
Yeah, well, that's the start of it. And then there's really interesting things to do with 9 when we get to comparing like 1 and 9, 2 and 8, or sorry, 1 and 8, 2 and 7, 3 and 6. But I'll have to write that down. That's those are mathematical equations that all equal 9. I'd have to show you visually. But
Michael, have you ever considered that 9 is kind of phonetically similar? And I'll expound on this in a minute. But with Horizon 9, the horizon.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because
good question.
Because just as first, I'll use a pop culture reference to expound. But number 9, yeah. It's going on and on.
Right.
So no matter where you go, the horizon's just like a 9 is always infinitely just ahead of you.
Well, 9 times anything equals 9 again too.
That's right? Exactly what. Yes, exactly. So Horizon 9, there's something about that infinite.
I like that.
So I was wondering maybe that could tie into your system somehow.
It could, absolutely.
Because time itself is
it's also a spiral out, right? The 6 is spiraling into reality, investigation into reality. And 9 is the spiral out. Exiting, and it's all. Oh, am I cutting out here, guys?
Yeah, I'm getting a bit of lag.
Yeah, that was
It was awesome. Right at the end, you went real fast.
It was kind of magical.
I think it's cool
That's
having these
good.
intellectual conversations with guys. I don't really get to meet guys and have this sort of conversation with.
I got one for you too when he's done.
Well, I agree with you, Trisha. It's.
Sorry?
I was just agreeing with you.
Yeah. Just don't find that very often. Well, not where I live anyway.
Well, I'm the same. I barely talk to anyone about this stuff. And since I was a kid, I was always like trying to find my own system, my own magic system to work. So it's nice to be able to talk to people about it. Absolutely. And it can cement it more for me, having it out there.
Yeah.
It's a breath of fresh air for sure.
Well, what's nice with this group of people in general, the extended group as well, is that we can all fuck around and have a good time, but we all actually dive down deep and get very intellectual and into some rather intense subject matter. So
Yeah, absolutely.
it's a nice range that this group of people has that keeps me coming back.
Yeah.
You drew the Four of Pentacles before, and I wanted to address that quickly. Just and this is completely like a 30-second or less thing, but when I went to ask a trusted tarot reader if I should join Freemasonry, she drew 3 cards for me. The first represented where I was at. As you can see, that's the Fool.
Yeah.
Then then the second card she drew was the Tower, so initiation. And the third card, the final card, was Four of Pentacles.
Oh, the foundation.
So it's yeah, and my Jupiter's in Capricorn and the 11th house, which is, if you put it all together, it's a huge, massive, like there's no accidents thing.
Yeah, that's great. How long ago was that, Nate?
If you guys will indulge me, I'll just spurt this quickly out. I think that's my pickup line, by the way.
You can pump it a little bit slower while we're here.
Okay. Well, the idea is that so to answer directly, it was 10/9/17, and I was 33 when I joined Freemasonry. And
wow,
my whole spiel is that a cult fan comes from Final Fantasy VIII. It's a paranormal magazine that has 4 issues to it, but basically the most relevant parts are that you have to obtain an item called Solomon's Ring, and you need 666 items to activate it. And my grandfather was 33 when he joined the Ring of Solomon, the mystic tie of Freemasonry. My father just joined in November and got his Master Mason in December. So he was 69. So grandfather and father, both 6s, and I was 33. So there's 666 in Solomon's Ring, and I'm a cult fan. So it's all written out in the predestination, even through generations, that I was meant to do this. And I don't mean to freak anyone out, but the guardian force that you summon with Solomon's Ring is called Doom Train. So I'll let you decide what that.
Awesome.
Isn't he loose on Krypton right now, or something like that?
I think that's where he summers, Jerry. He's in the other hemisphere.
He's summering right now.
Because I'm a 36/9 and I started doing numerology professionally at age 36, and I didn't sit and plan it and think, oh, I'm going to start this at 36. That's just how it fell. When I worked out, I was like, whoa. I was in the military for like 11 years. That was completely different. And it just fell exactly at age 36. I started doing this, but giving it to the public,
I am never surprised to hear these kinds of synchronistic stories, at least from the people I find myself around, because we see the tides here and we see how this is actually working, the mechanisms. So it's just more it's, not to overdo sync, but it is more of a validation. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to sink in that sink.
So wait. So you were just tailing off on your 9 conversation about 9, the number 9.
Yeah.
And I finished shuffling and I pulled a card, and the first card I pulled was a 9 of Swords.
Oh, geez.
And what deck is that? Is that the corn deck?
Yeah, it's the Decameron Tarot.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Whenever I get them out, they always go down very well. Everybody wants one of those.
And then I pulled the 7 of Swords.
Oh, interesting. You're almost at my show, Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah, go down one more.
I didn't pull that. I pulled the Knight of Swords.
That's when my show's played backwards. Oh, I thought you said 9 of Swords. There you go. So 3 swords.
Ooh, I like that card. I've never seen that deck, by the way.
It's real nice.
Yeah.
Jerry got that deck for my birthday. Was it birthday or something?
It's just a gift. I don't know. I don't remember. I think
Jerry's sweet like that.
Yeah, I do remember actually. This was just a gift. The birthday present was the Thought deck.
You got me the soft deck, the serious, and then got me
The naughty deck.
And then you got me the naughty deck. I've got 3 naughty decks now.
How many naughty decks are there?
So wait, I got to talk. Let me finish this. Get my things off my notes here.
3 decks, like.
When you were talking about 4, and then there were 4 beeps. Somehow got it. I don't know who did that. In the chat right at that time, they were talking about dating 22-year-olds, and there was about 6 22s on the screen over here. That was kind of weird. Okay, so this is for Trish.
And the Emperor's a 4 as well. So I pulled out 2 4s, and I see 444 a lot for 9 years.
My birthday is 4442.
I saw it twice today on a license plate.
What do you mean 444?
April 4th, 1984.
Oh, word.
Right? Isn't that's all crazy?
The book in 1984 started on April 4th as well.
No shit.
It's so good.
That's wild. We're both born in the year of Orwell, our Lord Orwell, and you and I are both born on literary days. You're born on, we're going to call that 1984 day, and I'm born on Hobbit Day. which when you reduce it is 922, so that's 94, which is a 4.
So Michael is a 3.
Michael's a life path 3. Did you say that, Trisha?
I think so. Let me check. Oh. Yeah, 21, 3, yeah.
Yeah.
3 is the magic number.
I've always loved 3.
Oh, that's interesting, Michael. If you're a 3, I believe my life path is 8, which would be the other half of your 3.
Oh, wow. I always felt kind of lizardy.
That was just 3 beeps.
You feel Phoenix?
Oh, that's freaking weird.
When you said 3,
Jerry, isn't that weird?
What the? Who's doing that?
It's Hal.
James is doing it. James is doing it.
No, it's on my end.
It's definitely Nish's phone, and it's Hal.
Come on, that's great.
Of course, it's Hal.
All right, I have a question for Trish. For a friend. No, I'm curious. How likely is it that 2 33 6s would find each other and get?
How likely is it 2 33 6s would get together?
Yeah. Or unlikely?
Don't see many. In 9 years, I think I've probably looked at 1 couple, maybe. Dates of birth, I've seen that, maybe 1. I think I've done thousands. I'm not saying that to brag, because I'm always asking for dates of birth, and on the lives, obviously, I do quite a lot.
Yeah,
probably 1.
The first kid's an 11, too.
Oh, some strong master numbers then.
No, I saw that, and I'm like, I want to talk to Trish about this, and I'm like, oh, she's here. Look at that.
I've probably seen 1 couple that I can think of.
They're like Jesus people, right?
44 is the rarest. I've only come across 1 or 2 so far on their own, but 2 33s together, yeah.
And he's turning 33 this year too.
Not necessarily an easy relationship though, because to really master your master number, you really need to raise your vibration and live at a very high vibration to really master it. And to get two people doing that,
With 2 kids. Cool. Thank you.
they say Einstein was 33.6. You know,
I've heard people say he was retarded.
supposed to have been, yeah, but yeah, 44 is the rarest. Don't really hear many people talk about 44. A lot of numerologists I don't even talk about it.
44. I did some work on 44 because of the movie Mandy, and the shirt he's wearing. But to me, it's death's door.
That's what Crow says.
It has to do with at 45, adding 1 equals 9, which is ascension. But 44 is the threshold of death. And I'd have
China,
to
4 it'd be like sound like death, doesn't it?
Yeah, and 44 is Dalit and Mem in Hebrew gematria, which means blood or murder, or else garment, which is interesting because in the movie Mandy, his garment, what he's wearing, is the numbers 44 is on it. So in relation to that movie, I find it really fascinating. He also passes the threshold and enters into a new reality at the end of the movie.
You make me wonder if different sports people, sports characters, actors, what are they called? Sports stars? I don't know. Those, I wonder if their jerseys are chosen for a certain reason.
Yes, absolutely.
I think so. And when you see like a paper and it shows certain people with the jersey numbers, I find codes in there sometimes that are really fascinating, and it can't be a coincidence.
What's one that you could think of that's kind of off the top of your head that you could share maybe?
Oh, I don't know. It's been a while, but and I don't read papers very often. So if I see one, I'll take a photo. And
they hardly exist anymore anyways.
Yeah.
You're going to get the energy of the number plus all the energy of the heroes or stars that wore it before. I don't know numbers in any sports, but I would imagine 7's probably a good one to have, or 1.
Jerry,
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was just about to say, the only one I could think of is David Beckham, and he wore the number 7.
There you go.
I was literally just going to say that. I was waiting. That's the only one I could think of.
So
They called their daughter 7, and he was number 7.
Yeah, I don't know any other sports. I think I can't remember his name. Walter or somebody, football dude in Chicago, like back in the 80s. Walter, little guy, he's dead. I met him once. Payton? Walter Payton? Yeah. I think he was.
Walter Payton's dead?
Yeah, been dead.
Oh, wow.
I think he was 42 or 34, something like that.
That number comes up. My son's numerology, he's got 444 in his core numbers. My mother's 22nd of the 4th, 44. That number comes up.
Wayne Gretzky was 99, someone just said. Cool. Payton. Walter Payton.
Interesting.
He died in 99.
A day later, he would have been 444222 as his core numbers.
That's crazy that you just said 99 from the chat, and that you said he died in 99.
Oh. Getting a confusing boner.
99 problems, but Jerry's boner ain't one.
It is it's synchronized.
1 or 3. That was 3, right?
One,
1, 2, 3.
It sounds like Morse code.
It's blowing up here.
He only missed 1 game in his entire career.
Slacker.
They don't. What's his fucking number? I don't even.
This feels like a futuristic alt dimension game show.
Wouldn't it be like on your NFL stats?
Could be on his Wikipedia.
I don't know what these letters mean. G. I'll just ask the Google. What was Walter Payton?
Tomorrow is No Agenda's 1,111th show.
He was 34.
Damn, that's how old I am. That's how old Michael and I are.
Yeah.
33.
Oh, I feel really old.
Mhm.
Does anyone listen to No Agenda? Like tomorrow's their big 4 Sticks 1111 show.
No,
I've
never
listened to
heard of
them before, but I haven't heard them in a while. Would you recommend?
O.J.
Oh,
Simpson
yeah.
was 33.
Jeez.
That's interesting.
You mean when that stuff went down, right? Because a lot of people who are older have been 33.
No. His jersey number was 33. He
Oh, we thought we were talking about ages.
for
Well,
11
that's just
seasons.
even more interesting.
For 11 seasons.
What was Larry Bird's number again?
I'm looking at football.
I think it was 33, though, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know who these people are. Dan Hampton, I remember him. He was 99. Ditka was 98. A coach. I only know the Bears. Okay, I'll shut up about numbers.
My surname is 33. Jerry was convinced my dad was a Mason. So my surname was 33.
You're a Mason, aren't you?
Also, an interesting thing about this number system, I was mentioning this to Jerry earlier, but Satan equals 3.1416.
Wow.
Which is crazy. When I first set this out, I was like, okay, I'm just going to throw a random word. What's Satan?
It's nature.
And which is interesting.
And
well, I was going to say that's why people hate math.
You can look at it as a metaphor, though, that Satan is science, is math, is logic, is nature.
Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. This is the page I was open to when we were I had my thumb in this page. It will not show with my crap ass resolution camera, so I don't fear Satan half as much as I fear those who fear him.
That's a perfect quote. What book is that? I can't see it.
Well, the quote was Saint Teresa of Avila or Avila. It's Lon Milo Duquette's Low Magic.
Oh yeah, yes. Mm-hmm.
That's so weird. That's so weird. Who's willing to bet that we're actually in a hologram right now?
I feel like
I think so.
Dude, raise his hand.
Yeah, this whole system is based on
reflection.
Yeah,
It's a reflection of your energy, whatever you put out. And it's like a completely interactive simulation. It's really fantastic.
You're reading my mind because when people like us get together and start doing this, I think that we're like a mini CERN. Like we're pulling a certain reality density towards us.
Yeah,
good vibes are definitely important.
This goes into the time.
Right into the outer inner, right, as above below. The whole holographic thing when we talk about these kinds of synchronicities with people getting together.
Yeah, no, totally.
Imagine if we were all on LSD right now.
It's more than that. It's more than that because
I've never tried that.
If you look at it, the masses are communicate. They're one-way receivers of information from whatever they follow, right? Media, social media, whatever. And they just receive that and they don't really do anything with it. Whereas we, I think, converse and think, and we put out thought waves, thought forms, whatever, and seed the cloud with other information that's available for other people to pick up. It's not that it's rebel information or whatever, or will overtake anything else. It's just out there. Or if it's there, we make it stronger.
Going back to number 9, what Nate said earlier was the horizon you were talking about, wasn't it? There are also 27 cloud types officially supposed to be a meteorologist, and 27 again is 9. Talking about horizon, I'm just thinking of clouds. I don't know why, but
well, that's why when you get when you're dead at 29, you're forever 20, you know, you're sorry, 27. You're forever 27 because it's forever, forever. And if you invert that, you get the 72 constellations or the Jyotish stars in the sky.
Names of God.
Virgins in heaven.
So there's something about that infinity, right? Because it's like the number 10,000 is supposed to represent infinity. Maybe 72 somehow does as well.
There's something about the 27 Club too, with the realm of Saturn. You know, the realm of the dead.
There's a sync for me now because that's exactly what I was talking to that guy who's a 33-6 about the Saturn return. Full circle, babe.
No pun intended, I'm sure.
So the etymology of horizon is from the French horizon, earlier from Latin horizonte and horizonten. From the Greek horizon, kykelos, which means bounding circle. Like, or bound, divide, separate, limit. No 9 in there.
Well, you can hear like rise, which makes me think of raise, like Saturn's scythe cutting things, and temp with time, temporal. Yeah. So the raising of the temporal, you know?
Oh, kykelos is circle. Okay. See, the Greek word for horizon is horizon.
Is anyone familiar with the game of Saturn?
Yes. Peter Mark Adams?
Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's when Dark Journalist talks about the space fence and this whole...
Go ahead. Sorry.
Mr. Ed on the phone. When he talks about it, I wonder if that's not a metaphor, like, because Daniel takes things extremely materialistically, where I come at it more conscious based.
Yep.
Or ethereal, plasmic, whatever.
So right there with you, guy.
And so, like, you're gonna appreciate that maybe the space fence is that reincarnation machine thing trapping us in this, doing this over and, you know, go back, Jack, do it again. By the way, that Steely Dan song was from 1972.
I think that the space fence is a self-imposed belief wall. It's not, you know, people just believe it's there. How do they know?
That's good.
But I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. So I can't see anything up there.
Jerry, can you imagine? So, I know I'm going on about the 9s again now, but another thing that blew my mind is where I'm living at the moment. I was born and bred in this town, which I moved back to. And hey, the town name, tell me what your theory on this might be. The town name is a 9. My street number is a 9. My apartment number becomes a 9. Obviously, I'm a 9. I'm in a year 9. And my cat that I adopted, her name is a 9. She was given to me.
And cats have 9 lives too.
Wow, Trisha, that is so much.
And I'm like, this is like, whoa, this is like, and I'm thinking, because I don't endeavor to stay living in this place like forever. And like, is this just like a time of wrapping a lot of things up, completion, before I sort of gone to the next journey in stage of my life? You know,
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, it blew my mind when I actually sort of checked the town as well, and it was a 9. I was like, this is crazy.
Wow.
And I'm in a purple year 9.
Have you seen the film The Nines before, Trisha?
No.
Just how about the film 9?
Yeah, the film 9 too is.
Oh yeah.
I saw that film on 999. You guys know that a cult fan was born on 666, of course.
That's the day The Omen was released.
That's what I did for part of the ritual, is I saw that movie.
Oh, okay.
1976.
That's cool.
Well, that kind of like The Omen, and then a cult fan summons Doom Train. I don't know. I should probably stop thinking about this.
Somebody gave you that advice, Nate. It was so funny. I can't remember if it was in the X chat or whatever. They were commenting on how well you connect everything. to the point of crazy.
Oh, I don't read chats usually.
No, it was like that thread. It's that thread on Twitter. The messages. in there.
Twitter.
I know, right? Twitters.
Titter.
Well, I prefer Titter. I guess I missed that.
Twatter.
Maybe I was like, when I saw it, like I hallucinated from being crazy with the thing. I don't know. I don't remember that. That's interesting. I don't know what to think about that. Like I said, I should stop thinking about things.
I love how your brain works.
Would you like to have it? Because I'm pretty sure there's another one stuffed in there somewhere.
Honey, come here. Bring it to mama.
I will curl up in your lap, lady.
I will pet you all day.
Oh my God, I'm in heaven.
I want to say this though. I'm leaving, so I'm gonna pull out, everyone. I'm pulling out.
You're pulling out.
Long, slow withdraw.
This has been fantastic to have a hive. I love you all so much. This has been really a great experience. So
it's been good to
Are you bailing?
I know I've missed you, Trisha. I am. I'm leaving for the night. So
Well, then let's shut this stuff down.
No. I pull out and everyone's done.
You're leaving us frustrated like that.
What do you want to say, Michael?
I'm going to stop
the whole,
streaming. We can still stay on.
7 and 2. If you digital root 7 and 2, so 7 times 1 is 7, obviously. 7 times 2 is 14, which is 5. And 21, 3, 28, 10, or 1, 35, 8, 42, 6. So if you take 2 times 2, or 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 is 3, 14, 5, and then back to 7. So digital root, they are the exact same digital roots except in reverse order. You know what I mean? 2 and 7.
That makes me think about how I was thinking yesterday about manifestation, how reality might be actually an inversion of what truth is, so that everything that we're living right now is actually the inside out of the infinite.
Right. I think I can hang with that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And like
reading that, and his cat was sat there. There was something like I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So this is the same with any of the numbers from 1 to 10 or 1 to 9 that equal 9, or 1 to 8 that equal 9. So 1 and 8, 2 and 7, 3 and 6, 4 and 5, and then so in between 4 and 5, there's a center point, which is 9, or the exit of reality. So somewhere you can get out as well.
I would agree with that.
Mind on like this conversation,
right? I'm looking forward, Michael, to you putting out source info, like a video or something where you can, we can see this or see it like written and all that.
Now. Yeah, for sure.
Does Michael have a YouTube channel? You don't put it out
I haven't put anything out yet, but I do have a YouTube channel, so I will put something out and I'll let everyone know.
And Trisha, he's in the Nux Mente server, and he's Crypto Mystic. And he's also in, I think, Cruising with Steak. So definitely check.
Yep, he's there.
Are you flying Panhandle, Michael?
Pardon me?
On Instagram, are you? What's your handle?
Oh, on Instagram, Flying Saucepan.
That's the one. Okay. That's the one.
I'll follow you on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. What was that? Flying Saucer?
Yeah, the Flying Saucepan.
Flying saucer.
Did Nish, maybe you caught this. I was intending to see a UFO yesterday at 12:30 noon.
I caught this. It's so funny.
Yeah, well, actually, 12:30 noon. I was going to bring up earlier about Kennedy being assassinated, all in threes. But so I was intending to see a UFO, and instead of getting my UFO, a U-Haul went by with one of those green aliens from Area 51 on it.
Jesus Christ,
that's
it's
awesome.
so perfect. Oh my god, it's so perfect. You need to be more specific, Nathan.
Yes.
For sure.
I guess if I can actually use my Pisces rising, my friends are gonna have some money because I'll figure something out.
Thanks, dude.
Hey, that's right, baby.
Yeah.
I've got Mars and Pisces in the 8th house.
Jerry's, you know what? I just learned about Jerry's chart that I didn't notice before. And I know I had looked at it and I probably noticed it and said something, but I can be an airhead like that, being a Gemini rising. Anyway, Jerry has no fire in his chart.
Oh no, he definitely doesn't.
I don't either in Western.
Yeah. Oh, Trisha, you don't either in the tropical? Wow.
It's too bad
That's
you're
just-
Gemini.
I've got lots of Gemini.
Yeah, I do
Well,
too.
no, Vedic, lots of Gemini. I've got 5 planets of Gemini in the 11th house of Vedic.
Oh,
Wow.
Mainly, yeah, I've got no fire in the Western, the tropical bit. Got Leo ascendant in Vedic, but yeah, in the Western, I've got none.
I've got to say though, I do prefer the Vedic myself. I think it's more accurate.
I can relate more to my Vedic and Leo, and I like my hair done.
Yes. Yeah. I've got the high Leo energy too. All right, I'm leaving. Big love to you all, and love to everyone in the chat I wasn't seeing, but I know my Darcy's out there. I'm
She
swinging the
is.
Slayer. Is Darcy out there?
Darcy
Girl, you know
and
I love you.
Shannon, Allison, and
Oh man. Hi everyone.
who else was here? Madfinger and Iowa
The
X was
gang.
here. The gang.
What's your sun sign, occult fan in Nate in Western tropical?
Good night, Nish.
So lovely to talk to you, Nish.
Night, Nish Nish. Trisha, my rising is Pisces, which is
Your
and I
rising isn't your rising the more important one this day? Yeah.
I was gonna say I think that Jyotish or Indian's probably far more accurate in some ways, but I don't know anything about it, so I identify very much with my Western, so I'm good with that. But yeah, I have this really uncontrollable Pisces rising that I really need to learn how to control. Like I wasn't even kidding. I need to control this because my life does seem to be a synchronicity generator. I know we all deal with that. I do myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a 0 degree Libra, so I'm literally born on the autumnal equinox.
Right.
And sorry.
Where's your moon?
Oh yeah, I was going there.
Sorry.
No, we're Gemini and Libra.
Gemini.
It's good. It's good. So I like to explain my moon by saying that my moon was the one that caused the Great American Eclipse. So I am a 28 degree Leo moon.
Okay.
So I'm a lion inside. And
hold the tiger.
Leo.
I'm sorry, I just heard I couldn't. Sorry.
My moon's in Aquarius, which is opposite your Leo.
Oh, okay. Do we eclipse each other, or do we like focus our moonbeams and like blast a hole through things?
I have no idea. I don't know that much.
I got Mercury in Virgo in the 7th house, so I'm really good at dealing with small like groups of people and communicating. Mercury in Virgo is a nice place to have Mercury.
Yeah, because it's ruled by Mercury. My ascendant's in Mercury in Virgo in Western. I can relate to both. I can see myself in Western and the Vedic. I find the Vedic just goes. I can see that side to me in both of them actually.
I think it seems extremely accurate. Like if I were getting married, I would definitely go to a Vedic astrologer to make sure everything is kosher, to really make a mess of the cultural metaphors.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, when I got married, my ex-husband was very karmic. And when we had my son, which we think was the karmic thing, that's when it all changed. Yeah. Oh, I've gone really hot.
It's my Leo moon, I think.
It's not me.
It's not Jerry's lack of fire planets.
I've slept in that. I've gone really hot. Like, ooh, I
That's
put my hoodie on.
that's the mind meld thing. My moon's in
My
Scorpio.
Mars, so
Oh,
my
that's
Mars
a hard place to have the moon, Jerry.
in Scorpio, yeah. Mm.
That's where the moon's in its fall. Did you guys did you guys ever notice how the moon, sorry, the other moon, the sun, did you ever notice how the sun enters its fall in Libra, and we call that time period of year the fall?
Mm.
That's cool. I didn't notice that.
It's also leaves falling.
Yeah.
There's also
the
that.
fall of the leaves.
It's also that, definitely.
Which came first, though?
The chicken.
My son and I were both born just before the summer and winter solstice. So I'm the 19th of June, he's the 19th of December.
Oh.
And had life heart surgery on the 21st of December. So I always say it's like that was the day his life was saved. So it's like his second birthday. He's a pretty, I don't know whether I'm just he's my son, but something very special about him because yeah, I feel.
I found that interesting that you can come up with another kind of like meaningful date with that symbolism, like a second birthday, you know.
Leo ascendant in Western, and it was his heart that was surgery.
I've died before related to Piscean type things, and I think I was like I believe I was 17. So I was a bit of a decade early, so I guess that's why I lived. But it was something that I should look back, but it was in Gemini when that happened. I think it was late May. I want to say it was either Taurus or Gemini. It was like it was later May.
Late May. So when you say Pisces, that's to do with liquids or water, then, or
it was yeah. So Pisces is. Like, think of like a really romantic Van Gogh on a beach, drunk off of wine, trying to yell at the moonlight and tell the poet's trying to tell the moon that he loves the moon. It's dreamy, it's alcoholic-y, it's on the water, it's very kind of between the worlds. So yeah, all of those things were kind of a factor in that to a degree. But yeah, definitely it was a Pisces thing.
Right. So I've got that as my Mars in the 8th house. So that's supposed to be high intuition.
Interesting. I don't know. What's your so you said Leo rising. I'm not good at spinning this right now. What is that for you? Is that a Virgo? What's your
Virgo ascendant Western? The Mars in Pisces is in Western and Vedic, but in Western my ascendant is in Virgo.
What's that make your 8th house, since I'm just not doing it right now?
Pisces, Mars in Pisces.
Oh, wow, you did say that. Okay. That's the house of what, like sexual relationships, is that right? Other people's money and stuff like that?
I don't know, fully, actually.
Because
Scorpio have, but all linked to Scorpio.
Yeah, I think it is the 8th house is the house of sex, the occult, other people's money. Because when you get to the 9th house, that's the house of like philosophy, religion, and higher thought.
Yeah. So my ex-husband had Mars in Scorpio. I don't know what house. I don't know his time of birth, but yeah, it was a very how can I word this up too?
Don't bother.
That way. Mars and Scorpio, it can be very, very
tumultuous.
Oh, they can
sexually.
Yeah, but they can also take your life, nearly, or possibly.
Yeah, it's like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, that movie.
Yeah, and I'm Gemini, Sagittarius, and guess what? Brad Pitt's Sagittarius, and Angelina Jolie is a Gemini.
There you go.
I'm gonna go get some fresh air in a minute. If we're gonna be going not for too long, or I can wait.
Yeah,
but,
I'm gonna stop the stream real soon.
Yeah.
I'm going to get fresh air.
I have to be up early. I'm driving to Florida tomorrow. So
Florida man.
Florida man. I'm going to be a Florida man for 2 days.
Have you seen the it's an old comedy show about it's like one of those police like warning people about you live in their neighborhood kind of things. Okay, so it's just like comedies. What is it?
What, Trish?
I don't know. I just said Jerry's going to Florida and warning everybody.
No, I was explaining why I'm not going to stream till 4 a.m.
It was what I'll do is I'll share it in Discord or something when I figure out the actual name of the comedy sketch. But it's a riot. It's really good.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I'm still looking for something, so keep going. You guys can.
One good thing is it's 6 a.m. nearly here, but I can my day off.
Michael, where are you located?
I'm in Alberta, Canada.
Okay.
Oh, I love Canada.
Yeah, what time is it? Close to 11. Sorry, Trish, what were you saying?
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
Oh no, don't worry.
No, I love Canada because it seems to be, well, Canadian people seem to be a bit more laid back. And like calmer than America. It's like a bit calmer version of America. That's my idea of it.
It is pretty relaxed here, but
they've got more fluoride in their water.
We're just sedated.
There's just not a lot in Canada, really, is there? Like,
there's a lot of open space.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is it good for skiing in Canada?
Oh man, it's some of the best skiing in the world.
Cross country skiing.
I'd like that. Yeah, I could ski. I'd love to ski there.
I'm right next to probably within an hour of 5 different ski hills, and they're big, world-class ski hills.
Do you ski? Do you go?
Yeah, ski and snowboard. I switched to snowboarding when it was kind of cool, and my friends were doing it, and then I decided to switch back.
I've never snowboarded.
But I love them both. Sorry, go ahead.
I've tried snowboarding, but I prefer skiing. At least you've got. To me, I felt like I've got more control than just stuck to one.
It takes a longer time to learn to snowboard than it does to ski. Absolutely, it's a bit counterintuitive to be sideways down a hill. But once you get it, it's a lot of fun.
Do you guys have a lot of Sasquatch sexing people out there in Canada too? I'm just inquiring.
I think they would probably join the orgy instead of shooting.
That's the best answer I think I could have. That and one. I think that's amazing. That's amazing. Sasquatch, Scourgeon.
You get Loch Ness in Scotland, or that's about it. You get in the UK. Loch Ness or.
Did anyone happen to catch the last season of the X-Files by any chance?
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Love the X-Files, but haven't watched the new season. Good?
Oh, okay. Old X-Files before season 6 or even 5 is like X-Files, but I enjoyed it. There was some really good episodes, and it wasn't season 10. So the reason I bring it up is because in the best episode, it's about the Mandela effect, and it's called The Lost Art of Forehead Sweat. And Mulder goes squatching, and Scully says, "I just like to say squatching."
I've watched Files for God, yes. I'm older than you guys, so yeah, I haven't watched it. Yeah.
You're younger than me.
I'm younger than you, but I'm a lot older than these guys.
We're all like 10 years apart. You're right in the middle, actually.
I was asking Michael what his cat's name is. Doesn't mind.
Oh, that's Ghost. Actually, funny thing. I got her from the SPCA, which is I don't know if you have SPCAs where you are, but it's like a shelter. Anyway, I picked her up, brought her home, and I brought her to the vet. She's actually 22.
Really? There's that number again.
Yeah. But I brought her home, or I brought her to the vet, and found out that the original owner was someone I grew up with.
Oh,
wow.
So yeah, his mom owned this cat when I was like 13, 14, and we'd go over to their house, and I knew there was a few cats there, hung out with them, but it's kind of a wild house. They pretty much ate chips off the floor and shit. I think the cats got out eventually, but yeah, so that was an interesting coincidence.
Yeah. Well, my cat's stage 4, not 22, so that's number 4 again.
Wow.
Yeah. My neighbour upstairs had just literally come to me one day. He's a Pisces, actually. He said, "You take my cat." He's Indian. I need to rehome my cat, and we'd literally been here 2 weeks, and we'd said as soon as we move, we're getting. This is my son and I getting a cat. We didn't even need to leave the front door. He literally said, "Can you take my cat and give her it?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll have a like."
That's amazing.
She looked, got those beautiful green eyes, and she, and I've had cats for 5, and she stared in my eyes, and I've never felt such love for a cat like that,
wow.
or any cat. I was like, God, there's something different about this cat. I just felt in love with her straight away, and she doesn't leave my side. If I go anywhere, she wants to follow me. If I go to the neighbours, she goes with me. If I go to the toilet, she goes with me.
Yeah, Ghost is the same.
Snickers tries to get into my underpants when I'm on the toilet. Like she tries to get like in between where my pants. Never mind. Yeah,
that's hilarious.
I almost feel bad if I go anywhere significant because so my son would be here. She stopped crying. Like if I just leave her for too long, and I feel bad. And I've done cats in the past. I just had a cat flap. They come and go. And
a cat flap.
I've never. We call them cat flaps in the UK in the door. So they can come and go.
Oh right, yeah.
But
I just got a hangout invite from John Razimus.
John Rasmus.
Jerry, are you gonna be doing this for at least another like 15-20 minutes, do you think?
Nope, it's 1:01, and so I'm gonna cut the stream off. You guys can stay and chat as long as you want, and you could stay in the hangout as long as the Zoom. I'm sorry, as long as you'd like. I'm just gonna stop streaming. And
have you ended the live?
I'm going to right now. So good night, everyone. Brandon is on with John. I might pop in and say hello. Thank you. It's a work trip, so I'm not gonna have that much fun. But thanks everyone for watching. Hope you had an interesting time. Hope it didn't suck.
Yeah.
Hey, Fail.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye,
What's up?
everyone.
I just got home from work.